What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we're back here in the basement with another game two. Another game between the Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians. We already know what happened last night, and Garrett Cole started tonight with 2-0 with a .73 ERA. Coming in strong. They gave him a big opening for conversation, and he's already given up runs. 2-0 Cleveland already, bottom of the first inning. 2-0 Cleveland already. Isn't that incredible? Right off the bat, really look like garbage right off the bat. So that's where we're at right now. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm going to test this out myself. I want to know if I can be heard. So let's see. Hopefully the Yankees can pull this game out. They were terrible yesterday. They couldn't find any way to get runs in. Crazy but true. Couldn't find any way to get runs in. Right now, we're hoping that's not going to be the case, but let's see what happens here. Hold on, guys. I want to make sure that everything is working right now. Bear with me, guys. You know it. BTDs, based on technical difficulties. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, you guys should be able to hear me now. You guys should be able to hear me now. Anyway, the Yankees underway right now. Not looking good. 2-0. 2-0 Cleveland, bottom of the first inning. Garrett Cole's already getting hit around. So we're just going to get this thing underway. Let me know right off the bat, guys, if you guys can hear me. Featherstone, you can hear me. Good. Featherstone, another first Ozzy accounted for. Featherstone in the basement. I was just on and nobody could hear me. There was about 4 or 5 other people in here. No one could hear me, so I had to shut it down and turn it back on. Mikhailov always called that basement technical difficulties, so here we are. Welcome back in. We have, we were all on last night, so good stuff, Featherstone. Appreciate the support on the channel. And I couldn't get a lot of the things done. We had a great time with the family, great week and a half off. Good stuff. I know you weren't in yesterday. So welcome back, and thank you, as always, for supporting the channel. Appreciate it. OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Gardini in the base. What's up, Gardini? Yo, Johnny, I get it was early, but right when I saw he was sitting at 95 early, I knew it would be rough till he got back up. Yeah, rough start. Rough start right now for Cole, man. Not hitting that stuff. Not hitting the speeds, man. When we got out of it, hopefully, Gardini, we can get right back on, and hopefully Cole does what Bieber did last night. What Bieber did last night, he gave up 2 runs and then shut the house down after that, Gardini. We know Garrett Cole can do that. We know he's very capable of doing that, so I'm not worried about him, Gardini, and I know you aren't either. That's right. Yeah, we know Cole is, traditionally he's had some bad starts. We know that. I mean, bad start, literally like starting the game, and then he settles in. But the bat should be able to bring him back. Gardini. You know it. Yeah, Lakers play in-game tonight, Gardini. I'm watching that with my son. After this is over, I'm going to watch that game with my son, man. It's going to be a great one. Let's see what happens. And Featherstone, the Pies dropped the game. I didn't think I took them. The one time I don't take my Lions, I go with my second team, the Pies, and they lose. I tell you what, the Brisbane Lions are the New York Jets. They really are. They win games they shouldn't win, and they lose games they shouldn't lose, even though, I didn't expect them to beat Collingwood. I did not expect them to beat Collingwood. Flex was the only one that picked Brisbane. All of us else in that tipping picked Collingwood. I didn't think, after the way Brisbane looked the week before, I didn't think they'd beat Collingwood. Collingwood was rolling 3-0. And I got a Mason Cox jersey coming in. I support him 100%. I got a Mason Cox jersey coming. I'm excited about that. Gardini, the Lakers tonight, they got to beat the Timberwolves. I am watching that with my son. I cannot wait to watch that game. Go LeBron. I am, like you, Gardini, we're LeBron fans. I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a LeBron fan. I will always go for LeBron James. I will always go for him. So I am not a Laker fan, but I am a LeBron fan. So that's what's going on. What do you got yesterday? yesterday and today has had scoring opportunities down to one play. Should have been second and third, one out. They're going to clean it up, Gardini. I know. They're going to clean it up, brother. They are. They'll definitely clean it up. Bruin, another OG cellar dweller accounted for. Bruins in the basement. Gunner, another OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gunner's in the base. What's going on, Gunner? How y'all doing tonight? Let's go, Buffalo. We're still in this. Yeah, you. I got my buddy Froge. You know the guy that comes in here, Fuzzy Bear. That's my man Froge, man. You guys know he's a personal friend of mine. He's going hardcore for his Panthers. They're fighting the Sabres. And he's watching his Miami Heat right now. He wanted me to do the Heat game tonight. I'm like, I'm doing the Yankees. Let your team make the playoffs. He and I always compete with New York, Miami. Told him, my Knicks are already in. Rangers are already in. So, hold on. Cabrera. Good. Dropped in. There we go. Oswaldo Cabrera, man. Another great young player for the Yankees, man. Good single right off the bat. That's what we need. Gunner, how y'all doing? Yeah, you're still in it, Gunner. You are still in it. The Mason's a great player. Absolute great player. Gardini, early predictions. LeBron goes for 28, 7, 11 and goes for 34, 15 for Lakers win 127 to 113. LeBron. Oh, yeah, you know what? They're going to beat the Wolves, man. The Timberwolves, hold on a second. Cordero's up. He almost beat it. Did he beat it? That was close, because I know some of you guys are watching this. Hold on, I'm watching the replay. Hold on. Oh, he almost. Nah, he got him out. Calhoun was out. He was out. I thought it looked closer than it was. It really did. Trevino's up now. We got a man. Come on, don't leave Cabrera hanging out there on second. This is the problem that we were having, Gardini. I know it. Where are we at? Mutombo, another cellar dweller accounted for. Mutombo's in the basement. Oh, Mutombo, I'm doing the Knicks. I'm doing the Rangers. When the playoffs start, Mutombo, I'm doing the Knicks and Rangers. The Yankees are going to take a back seat. They're going to take. Their season's just starting. The Knicks and the Rangers, Mutombo, they're taking over this channel during the playoffs. They're taking over the channel during the playoffs. The Rangers are going to be, looks like they're playing the Devils so far. But the Cavs, there you go. Go. Run. Cabrera played the plate. Oh, he dropped the ball. He's safe. He's safe. Good stuff, Trevino. I hope he has another great year like he had last year. We needed Trevino to get that hit because our automatic out, Aaron Hicks, is coming up. He's like an automatic out. I really hope the guy does better this year than what we've been seeing, but give me a break, man. He's pretty much an automatic out. Gardini, Knicks on Saturday night. Can't wait. Me neither, man. I'm ready. I am ready, and the Rangers start next week. I'm ready. Way back. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Aussie in the basement. Way back. What's going on, my man? Way back, and thank you, brother. Thank you for your comments on the pinned message. Way back. Thank you. Thank you for sticking up for me, way back. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, way back. I really do, man. Thank you for that. I only send one message, and that's it. I don't send any more. You guys know what I do, and you want to have a hater, no problem. Way back, thank you. Big thank you to you, sir. Thank you. Gardini. Gardini, where'd you go? Oh, there you go. How can I miss you? I just look for the big paragraph and I find you again. There you are. Franchi Cordero looks like a steal, but I have zero expectations for him to produce as much as Carp did last year. Oh, Matt Carpenter, no question. There's Aaron Hicks. Big ground out to the pitcher. What did I just say? He's an automatic out. Automatic out. That's what's up. Automatic out. I told you, Aaron Hicks, automatic out, man. I don't know why this guy is still on the team. How is he still on the team, Aaron Hicks? Seriously. Nobody was more upset than Aaron Hicks when Joey Gallo got sent away, because Gallo was the worst hitter we had. Now that he's gone, all the radar goes on Aaron Hicks. He's our next guy. Does nothing. Zero. I don't know why this guy plays. Anyway, back to this. Gunner, go get that record, Bruin. Oh, Bruin. Who has got more pressure as a fan? Forget about the team, the Bruins. As a fan, Bruins got all the pressure right now, hoping his team's going to win. They just set the NHL record with 63 wins. They're going for the points record that was set by the Canadiens in 1976-77, 132 points. We talked about this yesterday, Bruin. Coincidentally, the Bruins are going for that points record against the Canadiens, who are horrible. So they should really lock it all up. So, Bruin, your team has to win the whole thing. Oh, that's going to be fun. I hope we get a Rangers-Bruins series, man. That would be incredible. That would be incredible, Bruin. We'll have a lot of fun with that. Mick, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Aussie from Iowa in the basement. Mick, you're leading the tipping, man. You are on fire in the tipping. You are leading it, Mick. Good stuff, my man. Good stuff. Good day, man. Good to see you in here, Mick. It's been a minute, man. Featherstone, not bad, way back in you guys are saying what's up to each other. Cool. Mutombo, are you not going to be in the Garden, I'm asking? Oh, man, I want to get there. No, not for the first series. The Knicks advance to the second round, Mutombo. I'm aiming for that. I'd like to get to a Ranger game at the Garden, too. The prices, they go through the ceiling in the playoffs. But I would like to get to one of both. One of both. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. That's right, Gardini. Trevino, man, coming through. We need him to. Need him to come through. Gardini, the bottom half of the lineup looks straight out of the summer, saying set Patriots. Right. Right. Way back, no worries. Yeah, man, that was cool, man. That was cool. That guy actually has been critiquing me. Way back, that dude has been critiquing me on multiple videos, not just that one, multiple. So I finally commented back one time. I don't do it anymore. It's not worth my time. It's really not. But that time, he critiques me on almost every video. So it's all good. It's all good. He expects me to be a professional. I'm just learning the game. Whatever. It's all good. I don't care about that stuff. But I had to comment on that one. Had to. So all good. Bruins should be easy since we're playing Washington, Gunner. Hey, by the way, and this is no disrespect to the Tampa Bay Rays. I know they're a good team. I know the Rays are a good team anyway. They're 10-0, but I mean, they started against the Tigers, the Nationals, and then the Oakland A's. That's 9 games against bums, against bottom feeders. So, of course, they're going to win all those games. And the Red Sox are okay. The Red Sox are okay. Their pitching's not that great, but that's probably the toughest matchup they have outside of those other 3 squads. How they got such a great way to start off the season. 3 against Detroit, 3 against Washington, 3 against the A's. Come on, man. Who did they pay off to get that season started that way? So when people are like, wow, they're 10-0. Well, look who they've been playing. The Rays are a good team, though. They are a good team. I know they are. I know they are. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, Washington's no good, bro, and that should be an easy layup right there. Gardini, why are participation rings a thing? You get a ring for losing the World Series and winning the pennant week. I don't think the guys that get the losing World Series ring, I don't think they wear it. I don't think they wear it. But the pennant, winning your pennant, winning the National League title, winning the American League title as the best team in those leagues, I can understand that one, Gardini. I understand being the champion of the American League or the champion of the National League, but when those 2 champions meet, I don't think the loser of the World Series wears that ring. I really don't. They probably sell it. Mick, on your lunch break. All right, Mick, always appreciate you dropping in. Guys, if there is anybody new in here or watching and not commenting, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling. We're almost at 2,000 subs, aiming for 5,000 subs. Gunner, Boston is the only team I don't want to play if we make the playoffs, but I just want to make it even if we get swept. I hear you, Gunner. That's like one time, like you made the playoffs. It's a sign that your team is growing. You don't expect much. It's a sign that the team is growing. It's like the Knicks, I want them to win the first round. I think they can take the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think they can take them. Come on, Garrett. What's going on tonight? He's not locked in, man. Not locked in. There's one out. Now I just walked another batter. He's not locked in right now. Gunner, Boston's here. Yeah, I hear you on that. Mick, yeah, me and Flex are leading the tipping comp. As I was just telling Featherstone, Flex was the only one. It really helped him out a lot. And Flex was in here yesterday, and we were talking about this. He was the only one to take the Lions over Collingwood in the whole tipping, the only guy. And that put him right over the top. Right over the top. You always have to have that one team that you take that nobody else is and hope for the best. And it paid off. It paid off. Featherstone, you were in a situation that someone had to have you back, Johnny. Awesome mateship will take care of business. Don't you worry. Good on you, way back. Oh, yeah, Featherstone. This guy claims I don't watch any AFL games. He doesn't know that I'm in the Discord watching games with Flex and Wayback and everybody else. He has no idea. But this guy's been critiquing me from day one, expecting me to give observations like I've been watching AFL for 5,000 years. So it's just a guy. He's a hater. It's okay. Actually, haters are good. That means I'm doing something right. Haters are good to have. That means I'm doing something right. It also helps for my watch time because a hater will watch your video from start all the way to the end, looking for every little piece that I might have missed, even though I say in every video that I'm brand new and I'm going to miss things. So it's funny when he says I don't watch any games. Meanwhile, I've been getting up at 4 a.m. for the first few rounds, right? And we're all watching it together, talking in the Discord, and you guys all help me out. So it's just funny. It's just kind of funny. But it's all good. Without haters, if I didn't have any haters, then I wouldn't be doing something right. So it's all good. So, yeah, it was funny. Way back, I pinned it. I pinned it's on the Richmond Tigers Western Bulldogs game, my review there. I pinned it. I just pinned it up there so everybody can see my response and then have at it after that. Nobody was siding with him, and he's the only one, so whatever. He wants the attention, he got it. There you go. I pinned his thing saying I don't watch anything. I pinned it so everybody can see it. It's fine. So if you want to check it out, that's where it is. Gardini, the Yankees would manage to go 7-3. I know. Here you go. Double. That's what we're looking for right there. Keep it at 1 run. Double play. We got DJ coming up. Aaron Judge. Rizzo coming up right now. These are the guys that need to make up for yesterday. Judge and Rizzo, they got to make up for yesterday, man. That down by a run late in the game and nobody can get it. Nobody can even get a hit. They all struck out. New day. Let's move on. But you guys know what I'm saying. Way back, my footy tips are out the window already. I saw that way back. I saw that, man. I saw that. I think I got 5 out of 9. I got destroyed this last round. I got 5 out of 9. At least 5 out of 9, man. I didn't do very well myself way back. I went from first. I was in first place. At least I could say I was in first place for 1 round. 1 round I was in first place. That's funny. That's funny. 1 round. Way back, man. I hear you, brother. Because don't worry, way back. Eventually, I'm going to be right down there with you. I promise you. I'll be right down there with you, man. I'm overthinking a lot of these games, and I'll do a pick. You know what's really horrible, way back? I take the 19, right? And then I got 5. I should have had 7, but now I'm overthinking. I'll look at the games again, and I'll look at, oh, no, let me take off this one, put on that one. Let me take off, no, let me go with that. No, and I would have had 7 had I not switched some around. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's not the first week I've done that. Only once it paid off, but not really. Oh, boy. Bruin, of course, the Rays are going to get easy wins against doormats. Right. And like I said, I'm not hating on the Rays because we all know they're a very good team anyway. But to start off the season that way, it's kind of like the New England Patriots when they get to start off the year against the worst teams and they build their record up. Remember that in the Tom Brady era? They'd start against the Jets and the Bills before Josh Allen. You know, the Bills and the Jets. They have like Bills, Jets, Bengals when they were bad. Remember that? And the Patriots would be like 3-0 right off the bat. So in case they did lose, they'd still have a winning record somewhere down the road. Now, Tom Brady and those Patriot teams were dominant anyway, so I'm not even saying they weren't good, but they get these head starts is what I'm talking about. DJ, leadoff double. Like, why didn't you start off back then Peyton Manning and the Colts versus Brady and the Patriots? Don't forget that the Indianapolis Colts were a part of the AFC East. They left after the 2002 season, I believe. Can you imagine that? It would have been Peyton versus Tom Brady twice a year, minus the playoffs, twice a year in the regular season. The Patriots would not have won all those divisions in a row, all those division titles in a row. It's because the Dolphins, Jets, and Bills were all weak. Once in a while, one of those, our three teams would be good. But overall, all three teams were punching bags. The Dolphins probably were the better one. The Bills and the Jets were just, we always battled for the worst in the AFC East. We always did. So the Patriots had an easy run once the Colts were taken out of there. Would have been a lot different. I would love to have seen that, the Colts with Peyton Manning, Marshall Faulk. Don't forget, Marshall Faulk was their running back before Edgerrin James. Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. This was the Indianapolis Colts with Peyton Manning. Come on. Those would have been great matchups, but they took him out of the AFC East. Aaron Judge up right now. He got a man on second. DJ's on second. Nobody out. Come on, let's go. Corey, welcome into the basement. Subscribe. Hit the bell notice and the like button. Corey, appreciate it. Go Mets. Hey, brother, my second team is the Mets. You guys know it. I say it all the time. My second favorite team is the New York Mets. I'm all in with them, bro. All in. I wish they would have made some more moves, Corey. I wish they would have made some more moves in their batting order. They were like all in on Carlos Correa, and then they backed out, and they didn't really get anybody else. So they're basically running the same team out there. It really sucks that they get Verlander and he gets hurt like DeGrom used to. I still like Jake. Aaron just struck out. Come on, Judge. Come on. Mick, you really are coming along with the AFL by a long shot. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Mick. It's because of you guys. You guys help me every step of the way. You really do. And even in the Discord, you guys help me out a lot. You really do. We had and I'll be in there with you again this Friday morning. It's Saturday for you guys. But by the way, speaking of that, they took away Thursday night games. They took away Thursday night games in the AFL because I see this week is Friday it starts. So they took away the Thursday night games. Was that a trial? Was that a short time? I didn't see the AFL last year. So was Thursday nights a part of that? Is this a regular thing to just do a few rounds and then get rid of it? Let me know. But you guys, you Aussies are the reasons I know what I know, plus the studying and reading and highlighting and doing all that. Highlights, circles, brackets, I love the history of my own sports. So when I get a new sport, I'm all in. I'm all in. I want to know everything I can about my team that I picked and the league itself and the history of the league. I love it. That type of stuff, history of sports, fascinates me. It really does. So AFL is my project right now. And I really love reading all the history of it, from the VFL to the AFL to the Brisbane Lions. I didn't even know what battles they had with the Brisbane Broncos when the rugby league started coming around. So that, just the whole history alone really, really intrigues me. I love it. Gleyber Torres coming up right now. We got a man on first and second, top of the third inning, 2-1 Cleveland. The Yankees are threatening, and our big bats are up. Our big bats are up. Where are we at? Hey, hold on, way back. That was not a strike. All right. All right. I'm going to relax. I need the Yankees to score runs. I want runs. Way back. Hey, JB, can you say good day to my grandson, Gus? He's a Saints supporter, and we are away on holidays camping. What is up, Gus? Gus, way back, your grandfather is incredible. He's a great person, a man of character, a man of integrity. Gus, you're being raised by the right people. I promise you, Gus. Have a great time with your grandfather camping. That is awesome, man. I wish I was out camping. That's a really cool thing to do, man. And you're hanging out with granddad, man. That's amazing. Always value your family time. Family first, Gus. Always family first. Everything else is secondary. Family first, always, Gus. Glad you're part of the basement tonight with Wayback, with your grandfather. Glad to have you in here, Gus. Welcome in. Everybody welcome in Gus. Everybody say hello to Gus, Wayback's grandson. He's out camping with it. And your Saints are 4-0. St. Kilda's Saints are 4-0. Congratulations, Gus. Congratulations, buddy. Hold on. Hey, Corey, I'll get to your question in 1 second. Where am I at? Lamario, let's go Yankees. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Corey, what do you think of the balanced schedule? This is my first. Very true. 1 second. Let me see this pitch. I'll get back to you in a second, Corey. 3-2 right now. Full count on Glaber. Walked him. Yankees got the bases loaded right now. Bases loaded. Let's go. Calhoun coming up. What a moment for Calhoun. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. I love it, Corey. Every team should play every team at least once. I'm getting used to the pitch count, Corey. I'm getting used to the pitch count. I'm an old school guy. Baseball, yes, some games were really long, but overall, I don't. When I watch a game, I just want to watch the game. I wasn't worried about how fast the game can go. Outside of that nasty month last summer, which the OGs know all about, it was just a little small group of us in here. I'm not worried, though. So I'm getting used to the pitch clock. Obviously, it's here to stay. Yes, we're already in the third inning, and the game just is barely an hour old. Normally, we could still be in the first inning under some scenarios, even maybe the second inning after an hour. Last night, the game started at 6:10. I mean, it was over at 8:40, right? 8:45. I couldn't believe it. Bruin was the one that mentioned, are we really done this soon? It's true. It's crazy. So these new rules, Corey, I'm getting used to, but the balanced schedule, everybody plays everybody at least once. That I love. I love that very much, Corey. I don't know how old you are, but I remember when they merged the leagues together and had everybody start playing each other a little bit in 97, I think it was. So the Yankees playing the Mets for the first time was like, wow, and these teams switching up, doing the things like that was very crazy. Very crazy. So now I think it's at the point where every team should play every team. It's a 162-game season. You should play everybody. So I do like that, Corey. Gardini, the Rays are easily the best run organization in baseball, especially getting their nuts in a twist with the budget. Considering that, the Yankees alone with Aaron Judge and you take Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton's contracts and Garrett Cole, right there, you get paid more than the entire Rays team. That is more than the entire Rays team, those three guys. And the Rays are always competitive. Go figure. It's true. Go figure. Sabres and Devils tonight. I know it. Lamario, you guys got some huge games tonight. Huge game for you guys tonight. Huge game. Did I miss somebody? Nope, I didn't. Okay, Gunner, there you are. I thought I missed you there. I just went and read those comments. He's just a hater. Thanks for sticking up for Johnny way back. Every sport has haters that think they know better than everyone. And you know what's funny, Gunner? He probably does know more about footy than I do. I'm just learning it. But you know what? I that's the only time I commented back. He's not going to get another one out of me because I don't give them the time of day, but they do help my channel. Big hit. Bring that home. DJ scores. Tie game. Beautiful. Willie Calhoun, thank you very much, kid, man. That is awesome. Good hit. Great hit. Now we got bases loaded still. Only one out. And Oswaldo Cabrera, our other young superstar. Oswaldo Cabrera coming up. Let's go. Featherstone, I'll say good day to Gus. Good day, Gus. My hubby is a Saints supporter. His grandfather was the president of the club back in the 40s. Look at that, Gus. Got some history for your Saints right there from Featherstone, Featherstone's husband. Look at that, man. That is awesome. Wow, Gus, we got some history in here for you, right from Featherstone and her husband. Bruin says, what's up, Gus? Way back. Thanks, matey. Smiling from ear to ear. That's what's going on, man. That's what the basement is all about. Having fun, having a great time. Always, man. Gus, I just took the week and a half off to spend time with my family. I wasn't on here at all. Family always comes first. I love doing this. I love doing what I do on here, Gus, but family, as you grow up and grow older, nothing becomes before your family. And Rock, that's my wife. You might see her in the live stream from time to time. She and I have great times with our family. So, Gus, you're being raised the right way, man. This is awesome. Bruin, that month that shall not be named. That month is never allowed to be named from 2022. Never allowed. Never allowed in the basement. I made the mistake yesterday. We made the rule, and I made the mistake of all people of mentioning it. I'll never mention it again. We can refer to it as 10 and 18. That month, the 10 and 18. The 10-18, how about that? We'll call it that. The 10-18 instead of calling it by its name, the 10-18. Now, for those that don't know what we're talking about, it's just a small baseball stuff we're referring to when I started live streaming last summer. The OGs and I had, it felt like some of those games just ended today. So just trust and believe. The 10-18. Come on, Cabrera. It's 2-2 right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Featherstone, my hubby's grandfather, way back. Oh, for the Saints. That's awesome. Cullen, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Aussie in the basement. Cullen's here. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's go. How can you not love Oswaldo Cabrera? The kid bats from both sides of the plate and plays at any position on the field. I don't know about catcher, but every other position he plays. Gardini, look, I'm into intensity and stuff, but sitting around for 3+ hours for a blowout kills the sting a little. Yeah, dude, I know it. I know it. Trust me, man. We might get a sacrifice fly here. We will. We will. No doubt. Rizzo coming home. Rizzo coming home. 3-2 Yankees. Oswaldo Cabrera gets a sacrifice fly. Perfect. Sacrifice fly, for those that don't know, is a fly out to the outfield. The hitter actually gets out, but it's deep in the park, so the man on third base can run back to his base, touch it. Once that guy catches the ball, they can advance to the next base. So Anthony Rizzo, once that outfielder caught Cabrera's fly ball, once he caught it, Rizzo ran home. Perfect. Advance to the base. So now we got first and second. Oh, come on! Cordero, 3-run bomb! Boom, 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 boom! Boom! Frenchie Cordero, thank you, Red Sox. Thank you, Boston, for giving up on this kid. Wow, first pitch. Out of here. Out of here. Six to 2 Yankees, top of the third inning. First hit, Frenchie Cordero. Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Red Sox. Thanks for giving up on that kid. Gardini, that's, 3+ hours. How many times did we do that last year? I was hoping and praying you guys would all bail on me so I could turn the stream off, and you guys never did. You hung in there with me for 5 hours and all that. Remember those nights? We were at the point we didn't care who scored. Just end the game. That's how bad it got. That's how some fans we are. 5 hours in, we're like, yo, somebody score. Somebody. We didn't even care who it was at that point. As pathetic as that is, but we did it. Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. Texas in the basement. What's up, Texas? Good to see you back in here, brother. Gardini, Garrett Cole will be the 2023. Mark my words. I always love your stamped statements, Gardini. I'll take that to the grave. Mark my words. You need a pulpit. You need a pulpit. Boom. That's what you need, Gardini. I'll hold you to it, brother. Garrett Cole. And I hope you're right. I hope you're right, because right now he's looking phenomenal already. So I hope you're right on that, Gardini. Gunner, I've gotten told over the years that I'm too young and don't know what I'm talking about. Gunner, that's insane. That's insane. You're in here, and you do know what you're talking about. It's like Bulldog. Bulldog, he's not in here yet. He's a young kid. He's 19, I think, right? Oh, no. No, he's a senior in high school. Whatever he told us. He knows his stuff. He has his own channel. He's a great kid. We try to help him along to keep building his channel. That's why I always have him try to start thinking. He comes in here against Gardini. Remember, he took on an OG. He took on Gardini. The whole point for him was to just think of what you're going to say, be able to back something up. That's what we're trying to teach him. Gardini's a young guy too, but Gardini knows his stuff. Gunner, You know your stuff. There's nothing to prove. You know your stuff. We all don't know everything. How many times do I sit and go, I don't know? I do it a lot. I've done it plenty of times, and I'm very confident in what I know in baseball, basketball, hockey, and football. But there's times in here I don't know. I just say I don't know. Gunnar, before you told us your age, I thought you were a little bit older with some of the sports knowledge that you have. So you're good, dude. Anybody that doesn't know it, says you don't know what you're talking about, doesn't know what they're talking about. How about that? Way back, good day, Tex. Yes, Tex is in the house. Cullen says, see, Harry McKay had his penalty for striking reduced from a week suspension to a fine. Really? Did he? I did not see that. Wow, okay. So they can actually, yeah, that happens here too. They can overrule. Carlos Rodon, we got an update on Rodon. He's still on the 15. He actually threw off a mound today for his arm stiffness. So, all right. Frankie Montes, I don't know what's going on with that clown, but if Domingo Germán keeps pitching like he did yesterday, someone's going to have to step up to the plate and be our fifth pitcher. Germán can't come out pitching like – I don't even mind Germán. I like him, but he's very – Germán is for you Aussies, this pitcher, Domingo Germán for the Yankees, he's a Joe Danaher. 1 week he's great, and the next week he's good, and then when you're about to love him, he's terrible. Where'd he go? What happened to all the greatness? And then just when you're like, oh, man, is this guy even worth it? Then they're good again. So that's the analogy I can give you guys. Our pitcher, Domingo Germán, should really be more of a middle relief pitcher than a starter. He'll be great one game, and what happened in the next game? That's a Joe Danaher right there. That's what I'm learning about Danaher on the Lions, and I know he played for the Bombers before that. And all the Bomber fans told me to watch out for him, so I did a little background on Danaher and his play. They're right, and I've actually seen it. So Featherstone Basement spreading the love. Yeah, well, spreading the love for way back and his grandson. Absolutely. That is awesome. Yep. Everybody in here is spreading the love out to way back and his grandson. Good stuff. Way back, the reverse the McKay suspension, free to play next week. Yeah, it looks like that. Cullen said it was a fine, just a fine given, so it was reduced. Jose Ramirez is up for Cleveland right now. This is a big-time player, Jose Ramirez. And he grounds out to DJ. Thank goodness they don't have IKF at third base tonight. Thank goodness for that. I don't hate IKF. IKF is all right player, but he was missing some balls at third base last night. Not the ones right down the line. Those are different. But, I mean, there was a couple that came right at him, and his glove just wasn't – whatever the case, DJ is back, and DJ's another one that can play just about every position. So you don't get rid of guys that are multifaceted players that can play a lot of different areas, especially when you have injuries like we have to Donaldson, which in the field, Donaldson is all right, but I'm just not – oh, Torres got that. I thought he bobbled it. 2 outs now, bottom of the end of the inning. Going to the top of the fourth inning already. Look at that. We're not even an hour in, and it's top of the fourth. Way back, I don't know how. McKay? Yeah, I don't know how either. But, hey, again, this is all subjective. One play. Like the Meade goal yesterday. The Meade in Swans, that was considered a behind. A point. That went right through the goal. I don't think the ball was touched. I don't think it was touched. That should have been a goal. So it's all subjective. I guess it's up to the refs or the tribunal. I don't know. Bruin, let's go. Yes, sir. Gardini, Franchi Cordero is him. Oh, I got friends and family that are Boston Red Sox fans. Oh, I'll send them. I'm going to send them stuff. I'm going to send them a thank you letter right through an email with a nice picture of Cordero and his stats. Oh, definitely. Trust me. The Red Sox fans that I know, family or friends, they don't even deny the horrendous moves that Chain Bloom has done and the Red Sox in general and their horrible owner, John Henry. And I know about horrible owners being here in New York. So they won't deny it. But you know what? This is great. And everybody they traded away when they for Mookie Betts, getting rid of Mookie Betts, can you imagine? That would have been like the Yankees getting rid of a Derek Jeter. I mean, Mookie Betts is that kind of player. And the players I got back in the draft, none of them are in the league that I know of, but I think none of those guys I got back from Betts is even doing anything. Oh, man, what a joke. And then let Xander Bogaerts go. I'd take Xander Bogaerts on my team at shortstop. I was hoping they wouldn't re-sign Rafael Devers. Let's bring him over here and put him at third base. Oh, that would kill them. Bruin, don't forget to thank the Orioles for – oh, that's true too. Yeah, that's right. Very good. Good shout out on that one, Bruin. I forgot all about the Orioles. Gardini, 2 teams in baseball I could say own Aaron Judge. Astros, yes, and Cleveland. They do things to Judge I've never seen other staffs do in 6 years. That's true. They do own him, man. Aaron Hicks! Whoa! 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 Aaron Hicks just got a hit. They're probably going to send – Cleveland's probably going to send their pitcher down to the minor leagues for giving up a hit to Aaron Hicks. Whoa! Mark this down. I better write this down. Aaron Hicks got a leadoff hit. Well, we got to mark this date down. What's today? The 11th? I'm marking it down. 4/11 of 2023. Aaron Hicks gets a hit. I'm serious. I'm writing it down. Got a hit. You got to remember these things so we can use this as trivia in July. When was the last time Aaron Hicks got a hit? Everybody will be thinking. I have it written right here. April 11th, 2023. DJ, come on, DJ. DJ's up right now. So, yeah, Gunner. Gardini, to your point, they do own him, man. They own him 100%. And I don't know why, but they do. Way back, Val, what was your husband's grandfather's name? Way back, everyone is young to me. Hey, I'm 50, so I'm glad I'm young to you. Good stuff way back. Bruin, not going to lie, I'm starting to like the pitch clock. It's growing on me, Bruin. It's growing on me. You know when I'm waiting for? An important game at the end of the season, which you know is going to happen. Team fighting to make the playoffs. One guy wasn't paying attention. Was the clock here? Was it there? He strikes out or he gets a walk with the bases loaded to end the series. Wait till that starts happening in the playoffs. That is months down the road, but you know what I'm saying. Wait, you know that's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. Well, here we go. Aaron Judge is up hitting .316, 4 bombs, and 7 RBIs. And 0-2 in this game. So there you go. To Gardini's point, the Indians. The Guardians own Aaron Judge. They do. He's 0-2 right now. We got men on first and second, nobody out. Gaddis, the pitcher for Cleveland, is not doing good. He needs another 3-run shot. Let's have an open-up game right now. Let's open this game up, Aaron. So, Bruin, yeah, I like you said last night, Bruin, we're done already. Didn't it feel weird ending the game at 8:40 at night? 8:40 p.m., I think the game was over. That was weird, Bruin. I remember you said it like, wow, we're already done? It's true. Oh, that going to drop? It dropped. They held Aaron up. They held Aaron Hicks up. So we got bases loaded, nobody out. Oh, man, Anthony Rizzo coming up. Let's open up the floodgates. Let's win 20-2. Nabil, welcome back in the basement. You guys all missed it. I had basement technical difficulties, BTDs. No one could hear me on the original stream when I opened up. Nobody could hear me. So I had to shut the whole thing down and reset it. Nabil can vouch because he was in there when that started. There wasn't a lot of guys in yet. But we did have a BTD. We have not had those in a long time. The sound wasn't working. I had to shut everything down and bring it back up. Guys, it was like old times. Gunnar, my favorite thing about Devon Levy is that it seems to get better when he's on his back or stomach. Yeah. Well, his big test is coming up, Gunnar, the playoffs. We talked about this yesterday. Remember what happened to Igor? Even though he won the Vezina Trophy, our Igor, Rangers Igor. He had a rough start in that playoffs, man. It's a different animal. Let's see what Levi does, but let's make the playoffs. Let's get the Sabres in the playoffs first. But, yeah, all good. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Raleigh in the basement. Guys, by the way, I meant to mention yesterday, new chair. New chair. There's the old chair. So now, there's the old chair. So thanks all that put in the super chat and helped out to buy the new chair. And I got armrests. I got armrests on this one. So check this out. This still works. This now is the stool, a nice stool for the video games. And that's what it's used for now. See? We can sit here, and it's for the video games. See that? And this is just, well, it's done. But the original basement chair can be used as a stool for the video game. So how about that? Look at that. Nabil, again, welcome back in the basement, Nabil. Don't forget to hit the like button again, Nabil. I know you hit it on the previous stream, but we had to shut that down, so I need you to hit that like button again. Anybody else that forgot to hit the like button, hit it. Hit that like button. Bruin, Aaron Hicks did a thing. Yeah, he got a leadoff hit. It was I couldn't believe it. The outfielders on Cleveland, they were all just hanging out. They didn't expect Aaron to get a hit. So then when he got the hit, they were like, whoa, what was that? Well, Cleveland just changed their pitcher. They had to. Bases loaded. Anthony Rizzo up. Come on, Riz. Let's go, Rizzo. Bases loaded. Nobody out. This is great. How do you feel as a relief pitcher coming into a game? Hey, bro, we're going to put you in the game now. The bases are loaded and nobody out. Get in there, kid. Let's see what you can do. There's no room to breathe for this pitcher. And he has the pitch clock, the new pitch clock, forcing him to hurry up and pitch. That's pressure, man. That's pressure coming as a relief pitcher. Bases loaded, nobody out, and you got to hurry up on your pitching. Get in there, kid. Let's see what you got. Base hit by Rizzo. That should bring in 2. Oh, they held up DJ at third. Bases loaded still 7-2 Yankees, top of the 4th inning. This is awesome. This is awesome. Featherstone, way back. Featherstone's talking to you. Mitty, he was a mayor of St. Kilda, too. There's a reserve named after him. I think he opened St. Moritz ice skating as well, a whole heap of stuff. He was the Saints president from 40 to 45. Wow. Way back. Who knew? Look what door was open for your grandson, Gus, and being a Saints fan. Look what door was open. Learning more history here. Cullen, I have many happy memories of skating there as a kid. That is awesome. Glaber. It's Glaber, no balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. 0-2 count. Way back before my time, but that's so cool. My son-in-law is Saints and my grandkids have been brainwashed. I'll let them know. Grounded to short, double play. Another run scores, though. DJ scores. Glaber grounded into a double play. So now there's 2 outs. Man on third base, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. Featherstone, I'd hate it if my team had to or choose to change names. Be like if my Pies became the Blackbirds or something. Yeah, right, because that's their mascot, right? So you're right. The Bears had to become the Lions. I know. I've been reading into the trust. I told you guys, man. I'm into this book right now. I'm on 1988, Brisbane Lions, 1988. That's where I'm at. See, I got highlights, circling stuff. I'm learning. I told you, I'm all in. All in. I spend a lot of my day reading this stuff. Cullen, good day, way back. Raleigh, new chair. Truba and a few guys contributed to it. I got it. And the old chair is still part of the basement, as I just said. That's a nice cushioned stool for the game. This part still is good. That part's still good. New chair, Bruin. Yes, a new chair. Gunner led Levi as the start his 5th straight game. Buffalo's really getting to see what he's capable of. Well, they're riding the hot hand. I told you, the hot goalie, whoever has the hot goalie is going to go through. It's like, you got to go with what's going on. You got to go with what's hot. Levi is hot right now, but what pressure on him? Listen, You throw the kitchen sink out there. You're trying to make the playoffs. You're not worried about wasting the kid. You can't afford to lose not one game right now. So you got to keep the goalie in there that's playing the best. Cleveland mercifully is gotten out of the inning. It is 8-2 Yankees. 8-2 Yankees. They're mercifully out of the inning right now. The inning's over. Cleveland's coming up to bat. They're down by 6 runs. It's going to be the bottom of the 4th inning. But guys, kind of like footy, a 6-2 lead can easily be blown. But Garrett Cole is one of the greatest pitchers in the game. We should be okay. But a 4-run lead is not a lot. It's really not a lot. But Cleveland has great hitters. They don't have a lot of home run power, but that doesn't mean anything because the Yankees have all home run power, and we're all or nothing with that. We went over that yesterday. Boondy, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy in the basement. Boondy, what's going on, my man? Good to see your name in here. St. Moritz Ice Skating, that's St. Kilda. Good day, mate. What's up, Boondy, man? Good to see you in here, brother. Gunner, this game isn't going to be easy. Vanacek is in net for Jersey. They're bringing in their big guns for this game. Yeah, because Jersey, right now, the New Jersey Devils are playing up to be playing my New York Rangers in the first round. That's going to be, listen, I think the Rangers should take that series from experience alone. The Devils, remember, were finished one of the worst teams in hockey last year, but now the uprising of Jack Hughes and their team, they're a really good young team, the Devils. Really good. They might have played above their heads a little bit this season, but now we're going into playoffs. I expect my Rangers to beat them. I'm not being biased. I really do expect them to beat them. But they're not going to make it easy on you guys, Gunner. So another big game tonight. It's like the playoffs for the Sabres right now, Gunner. It's like the playoffs for your team right now. They cannot lose a game. They lose a game, that could be it. That could be it, Gunner. They got to win. And I'm going for them, by the way, Gunner. I like that Buffalo is coming up with a good young team. I like teams that build through the draft, have a couple of good veterans. I love it. I love what they're doing. All right, Cole, moving along right now. Josh Bell is up right now. He's not playing well this year. He's hitting .77 at the moment. .77. Where are we at? Boondy, Brother Johnny, do a review on how weak Frio has been this season. Need your passion and take. What is going on with the freaking Dockers, man? Yo, they killed me in the tipping a couple times, by the way, Boondy. The Dockers have killed me in the tipping. What's going on with them? What is going on with them? They killed me. Listen, you guys know it's my first footy season. So going in, I read up a lot of previews, man. I wasn't expecting the Dockers were supposed to be pretty good. But then what? The Kangaroos started out 2-0. They were supposed to be at the bottom. The Hawks are horrible. Wow. Do they even show up? I mean, goodness gracious. We call it mailing it in here. You're mailing it in. Like, are they mailing in the season? Like, oh my gosh. They are like they were part of the wooden spoon candidate. I think they're the front runner by far. Teams should be ashamed of themselves losing to the Hawks the way they're playing right now. Woo, they are bad. Wow. Bruin, to go back to what you said earlier, the game ended 8:45, and I was like, wait, what was I ready for the game to be over at 10:30 or something? I know, it's so weird, Bruin. It's so weird. Like tonight, I'm going to be watching the LeBron James. My son and I are watching LeBron James and the Lakers tonight at 10 o'clock. Well, 10 o'clock here. They got to play in tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves, which the Lakers should beat. I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm going to be watching that with my son tonight. I'm looking forward to that. But right, normally this game starting when it did, 4 hours, it may not have been over. We might have only been in the 7th inning by then. This game is already in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hold on. What was that? Come on. Cordero got it. I got a double. Man, Gonzalez just got a double. Oh, no, excuse me. Gonzalez is coming up. Brennan just got a double. 1 out, man on second for Cleveland. Cole grooved that pitch right over the middle of the plate. Yeah, Bruin, that was freaking odd yesterday. I was eating dinner at 9 o'clock last night. I'm like, is it really only 9? Like, yeah, I couldn't believe that, Bruin. That was really – I guess we're going to get used to that this year. I guess we'll just get used to it. Bruin to go – I read that. Way back. Next week is called the Gather Round. Every game is in Adelaide. Oh. Is that traditional for round 5, or is it a different round each year, way back? Is that traditional for a round 5? Gonzalez is a big man. He is a big man. What is he, like 6'6"? Is he Aaron Judge's height, 6'6", 6'7"? Gonzalez is a big man for Cleveland. Come on, Cole, get him out. Oh, he almost hit him. Come on, Cole, what are you doing, man? 8-2. Let's go. 6-run. I said 4-run lead earlier. 6-run lead. Gardini, by 2025, don't be surprised if it's the Orioles division to lose. Good call. I like the Orioles moving. I wish the Yankees had Cedric Mullins. I like Cedric Mullins, man. That kid can play. For the Orioles, center fielder, that kid can play. I do like him. Orioles got a good, young, scrappy team, man. They really do. And and listen, I became even more of an Oriole fan when they made the Red Sox in last place. Loved it. I mean, what a top to the season. The Orioles, actually, they had like the best record in the American League East during that time last year when the 10-18 was going on. The 10-18. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's what we're referring to that month, the 10-18, because that's what we were, 10-18 in that month. So the 10-18. Gonzalez grounded out to short. There we go. Way back when the Hawks were winning premierships, we were still called horrible, the horrible Hawks, because we were relentless and win at all costs. I love it, way back. Sorry to make fun of your team a little bit. I'm a New York Jets fan. I've had it way worse. At least you have premierships. I've never seen a Super Bowl with the Jets. They won one with Joe Namath just a few years before I was born. Now, way back, the Jets, if it wasn't for my Knicks, the Jets would be the worst New York team in the last 2 decades. The Knicks were the worst in basketball. I'm just talking about New York teams in general. Yes, New Jersey, for all the people that are going to jump on me about Jersey. But anyway, way back, I've suffered many, many, many years. We had a coach, Rich Kotite, lost. He's the worst coach. I really want to give that title to Adam Gase. I badly want to give that title to Adam Gase, the worst coach in Jets history. But I'll still give it to Rich Kotite, who he had just lost as a head coach his last 7 games in a row with the Philadelphia Eagles. Last 7 in a row, and the Jets are like, that's our guy. He got fired. The Eagles fired him. That's our guy. He just lost 7 in a row. Get him over here now. He used to be the offensive coordinator for the Jets under Joe Walton in the 80s. What do you do? Oh, that's foul. Anyway, he comes over here, and the Jets in 2 seasons were 4-28. We went 3-13 and then 1-15. Way back, I have had some horrendous years as a Jets fan. We can't develop quarterbacks. But I love that. I never had a rhyme for the Jets. We had a lot of other things I can't say on here. But when the Hawks were winning, I want to read that one more time. The horrible Hawks, because we were relentless and win at all costs. Now, sadly, we are horrible. I love it. Oh, man. They'll come back. Oh, man, way back. It's a rough time. Again, I'm a New York Jets fan. I can relate and I can sympathize, my man. I can sympathize. But that's what part of being in the basement's all about, way back. Bond, where's Bond? Hey, Bond, I went right past you, Bond. Sorry, man. Bond, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Aussie in the basement. What's going on, Bond? Good to have you back in here. Cullen, Frio could be worse. They could be the West Coast. Oh, yeah, West Coast is bad too, man. West Coast is bad. Wow. Yeah, that's a good call out there, Cullen. Raleigh, you'll be watching it. Yeah, Raleigh, you're 3 hours behind us. What time is it for you? Wow, what a game for you, Raleigh, 4:20. I envy you guys on the West Coast in California. I envy you guys because you had never have late games, right? I mean, most games that start at 7, 8 o'clock East Coast is like, 5 in the afternoon. NFL games, when I drove trucks, I told you I did the meat plants in Kansas, cut across New Mexico, Arizona, into LA, down to Wilmington. Anytime the NFL was on, and then up to Oakland and then back across the Sierra Nevada mountains. The Donner Pass. Raleigh, you should know about Donner Pass. But anyway, 40 miles down that mountain. 40 miles down. When you're fully loaded in that rig, that is not fun to do. Anyway, I used to love watching the NFL out there, Raleigh. It was like normally a 1 in the afternoon game. I'm watching it at 10 in the morning. I tried to have Sundays as best I can off because I had to listen to a lot of games on the truck. But man, that was what a time. What a time that was. Way back, Gather Round is a new concept. First time, a festival of footy. Okay, cool. Thanks for explaining that one way back. Good, I got that down. Gather Round is the first time. I'm writing that down. Actually, I'm going to write it here. I'm going to check that out way back. Thanks for the info on that, brother. Boondy, no cohesion, no synergy in the forward line. We lost Monday, Ace through midfield, big bodies. Hoping Fife comes back for that role. At $1 million a year for Luke Jackson might be a waste. Oh, man. Trust and believe, man. We know all about wasting money on players. Whew. I love Odell Beckham. Love Odell Beckham. $18 million a year, 15 guaranteed. The Ravens better hope he can play the whole season. And as a Jet fan, I wanted him. But yeah, Boondy, when you lose, everybody has injuries. I talked about that on a couple of reviews. But it's an excuse, and then it's like, well, every team has injuries. But it's still a legitimate excuse. Look at the Swans. The Swans lost both McCartan brothers. They lost Patty and Tom to concussions. They had to move Marty back on defense, right? He had to play out of position. And then Buddy Franklin was non-existent in that game because of Aleer. Aleer shut him down. I know Buddy's older. I get it. Aleer's a great defenseman anyway. Didn't he used to play for the Swans? I think one of you guys told me he used to play for the Swans. I didn't know that. But so he probably knew how to guard Buddy very well if he played with him. So he would know his strengths and his weaknesses. He was great in transition. He closed the gaps on Buddy a lot. And, of course, the big block at the end on Florentin's guaranteed going to go through kick. Did you see the minute he kicked it? The Swans fan, everybody was standing up. Everybody knew it was going in. Then Aleer, bam, sorry. That was like, bam, sorry. So, and they had injuries, man. Losing defensemen is bad. The Pies not having a ruck right now with Mason being out, it's bad. These are big time. I mean, that's big time. I know in the NBA, like when the Knicks lose Mitchell Robinson, he's a center. He's a 7-foot center for the Knicks. When they miss him, man, that's huge on the boards. It's huge on the tip-off. You're missing your big man. That's really take a toll. RBI leaders this season. Franchi Cordero's got 10. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, I can't wait to get in touch with my Boston buddies. Featherstone tweeted a pic. Oh, cool. I'll check it out. I never know what I'm going to get. You were with Metallica. Featherstone, guys, has some great – she gets up with a lot of players. That Metallica with Kirk Hammett and James, amazing. With Hetfield and Hammett, that is just – and there everybody was young. What an amazing pick that was. I'm jealous of that. I'm a huge Metallica fan. Featherstone, I love the Orioles back in the day when I saw Cal Ripken Jr.'s blue eyes. Well, we loved Cal Ripken Jr. as a Yankee fan. He's an Iron Man. His record will never be beaten. All the games he played in a row will never be beaten. Never. Lisa, back in the basement. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy accounted for. What's going on? Good morning back to you. Gardini, there is one pitcher I fear for the future. It's Baltimore. Grayson Rodriguez, 5-pitch mixes, 100 miles an hour. Watch out for Baltimore. And it does feel good that Baltimore is winning again, Gardini. It does feel good because you know what? They're a part of baseball, man. I remember back the Tony Tarasco game. I know Jeffrey Mayer was the kid that held the ball. The trivia question was that nobody ever remembers that it was Tony Tarasco in the outfield that He literally had his hand over the wall and stole that home run, and the umpires are just like, that's a home run. I mean, that people say the Yankees, that was a robbery. The Orioles were a really good team then. They've always been a great team, and the past forever, they've been terrible. So I'm glad that they're coming back around. I like seeing teams coming up, like Gunners, Buffalo Sabres. I like seeing them coming up. I do. I like watching young teams build through the draft instead of getting older players or has-beens that are just hanging around for a paycheck now. Guys that might have already won championships and don't really care anymore. They just want one more season with somebody. I got a big name, so sign me up. It happens in every sport. In every sport. Building through the draft when you got good young players, you got to let them develop. Look at the Rangers with the kid line. Lafreniere, Philip Hedl, Kakko. These guys are all under age 25. All of them. Took a couple years. Look at Philip Hedl this year. Taking off, man. Lafreniere, the kid line is great. Keandre Miller, young defenseman. He set that record for the Rangers. All the great historical players for the New York Rangers, all the Hall of Famers. Never had 4 points in one period. Keandre Miller did it. He did it as the only New York Ranger defenseman ever. Wow, the Rangers have been around since 26. That's amazing in his young career. Igor Shesterkin already had one of the greatest goalie seasons of all time. Not the greatest, one of the greatest. I mean, these guys are all young. And we have the right veterans in there. That's what I'm talking about. You get the veterans that still want to win, like Panarin and Kreider and Mika. You get an older guy like Patrick Kane. When that playoffs comes around, watch out. He's a 3-time champion. I call him the greatest American-born hockey player. I get Mike Modano. People throw back at me. I get it. You can argue Mike Modano. I get it. Mike Modano, technically, statistically, is the greatest American-born hockey player. But let's not forget, Trevor Hoffman had way more saves than Mariano Rivera for a while. Did anybody think Rivera was worse than Trevor Hoffman as a closer? No way. I take Patrick Kane. I think he brings more to the table than Mike Modano did. It's a great argument. I went way off on a whole nother tangent that has nothing to do with anything we're talking about right now. So let's bring it back. Cleveland is batting right now. 8-2 Yankees still bottom of the fifth. Already a fly out to Aaron Judge. Where did I leave off? Oh, there you are. Oh, no, Gardini, I left off there. Henry, another cellar dweller, OG dweller. Henry Hill in the basement. Boom, 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 boom. Back at you, Henry. Welcome in, my man. Always good to see you in here, brother. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's right. Everybody hit the like button. Keep the basement rolling. We're almost at 2,000 subs, aiming for 5. Garrett Cole has 66 pitches right now through basically into the 5th inning right now. He's looking good. Gave up 2 runs in the 1st inning, which Garrett Cole does. Sometimes he has shaky starts and then he settles in. Sometimes he has a shaky start. The 1st inning can be a little rough, like Gardini said earlier. To Gardini's point, he's not locked in right away. Anybody in here who is wondering who Gardini is because you don't see his name? He's the BK Reaper until further notice. You never know when he's going to switch up. But as for now, he's the BK Reaper. He was Sauce Gardner. He was GT something and something else I can't think of right now because I can't keep up. Gardini is an OG, been with me for a while. Anybody hear me say OG, then you'll know they've been here a while. But Gardini is the BK Reaper for those that don't know who I'm talking to. That's who it is. For now, until further notice. Bond, no, I didn't take Hawthorne. Hey, in the gauntlet, I took the Giants. Over the Hawks. That's because I know once you pick a team, you can't pick another one. You can't pick that team again. I don't want to go for the big guns yet. So I took the Giants. I took the Giants to beat the Hawks. And I really hope that happens. That better not blow up in my face, but that's who I'm going with. Raleigh, always early games. It's crazy growing up Sunday night football versus now it's like dinner time football. Oh yeah. Right. It's dinner time football for you. It's freaking omelets. Anthony, another cellar dweller. Anthony, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in here, man. The Yankees winning. They are winning 8-2. They're winning 8-2. Hey, I got a family member that's going to come by the house. Soon enough, we'll have the score up here. I've been saying that for a little while. Don't worry, it's coming. Basement renovations are coming. They're coming. Where am I at? Tip the Hawks at your own peril, Bon. I'd have to agree with that way back. I'd have to agree with that. And that's coming from a Hawks fan. Bon, hopefully one of the basement crew wins the gauntlet. Oh, man, that would be amazing. I could really use it too. Boondy, ODB won a ring for the Rams. Shame for his injury. Great wide receiver. I love Odell Beckham. Love him. Hold on. Oh, Aaron Judge got it. Fly out by Quan. Cleveland's got 2 outs now. Cleveland doesn't have any runners on base. 2 outs. And Rosario coming up for Cleveland. Rosario. Yeah, he won a ring with the Rams. And Boondy in that game, had Odell not gotten hurt, ODB had not gotten hurt, he would have won MVP for that game. He was killing it in that game, Boondy. He was killing it for the Rams in that game. He didn't get hurt. He would have won MVP. He was taking off. And trust and believe, Boondy, I wanted Odell on the Jets. But our GM doesn't play around with big-time money spending and all that stuff. He's very big on his draft picks, too. When Odell wanted to play for the Jets, too, because everybody knows the Jets are on the rise. They're really on the rise. When the Ravens offered him $18 million with $15 guaranteed, before he signed with Baltimore, he called Joe Douglas, the GM of the Jets, and asked him if he would match that offer because he really wanted to be on the Jets. And they told him they would not match that offer. So he signed with the Ravens for 1 year, 15 guaranteed out of that $18 million. So, yeah, Odell wanted another ring. He probably had a better chance maybe with the Jets, with what the Jets have going on. And Aaron Rodgers is going to be on the Jets. I don't blame Odell for taking the money. He's getting to be an older player. What if he did get hurt? He's got $15 million guaranteed on top of the amount of money he already has. How can you blame the guy? I don't blame him at all. Someone offered you and overpaid for him. Hey, man, you better take that. Aaron Judge closes up the inning. Garrett Cole gets out of the inning perfectly, man. So we got the bottom of the top of the 6th coming up. Aaron Hicks coming up. Can Aaron Hicks get 2 hits in the same game? This is must-see TV. Must-see TV. Will Aaron Hicks get another hit in the same game? Is that possible? We're about to find out. I wrote it down when I saw his first hit so I could say I actually saw him get a hit this season. Let's see if he can get another. Oh, my gosh, I'll pass out. 1-0 Devils already, Gunner. Oh, no. Boondy, off the skate of your own player. That's the worst. That's like an omen, Gunner. Don't worry. It's early in the game, Gunner. You got a long way to go. You're fine. You guys will be fine. Boondy, can a batsman get out and score an RBI? Explain that. Sure. It's a sacrifice fly. It's a sacrifice fly. Man on third base, Boondy. Man on third, right? Man standing on third. He's got the lead. Takes a lead. There's third base. Batter hits the ball. Flies out to the outfield. That's deep enough. As the ball's in the air, the guy at third taking the lead waits on the bag. He's waiting on third base. Once that outfielder catches the ball, boom, he's running home. He's running home. Well, the great thing about it's called a sacrifice fly. The greatest thing about the sacrifice fly, it does not go against the batter's average. It doesn't even affect the batter's average, and they get an RBI. So there you go, Boondy. You can do that. A batsman can get an out and score an RBI. There you go. Just explained it for you there, buddy. And you probably knew that already. Gunner, dang it. I just read that. Way back. Yes, Bond, the gauntlet and footy tipping starts this week as well. Pick one winner and stay alive. Oh, man. I'm rolling with the Giants over the Hawks. I'm rolling with that. I'm rolling with the Giants over the Hawks. I don't want to pick any of the big teams yet. I just don't. I might need them later on. I don't want to depend on the Suns or the Giants down, like teams like that down the road. I'm going with the Giants. Featherstone, did you get to watch WrestleMania? In some parts of it, yes. I wanted to do day 2, but we had family. We had a lot of family here. They stayed. It was awesome. We had a great time. So I saw bits and pieces. I saw the triple threat, Drew, Gunther, and Sheamus. I saw that one. I saw Omos and Brock. Of course, I saw Roman Reigns. I wasn't missing that versus Cody. Cody Rhodes should have won. I'm sorry. Cody, they should have gave that to him, man. I don't like that Roman won that. I don't even dislike Roman Reigns. I wanted Cody Rhodes to win that. And there was a couple times I actually thought Cody was going to win. I really did. That was disappointing. I saw Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. That was anticlimactic. I didn't think that was a great match. Oh, Aaron Hicks got another hit. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Aaron Hicks got another hit in the same. Oh, man, we got to write that down. That means after today, he's going to go like 0 for his next 20 at-bats. He's got 2 hits. Even Cleveland's first baseman is talking to Aaron on first base like, what are you doing here again? You got another hit in the same game? Cleveland's not expecting this. Now we got the top of the order. Aaron Hicks got 2 hits. Right, listen, this is historical stuff. I'm holding Rocco's bone right now. Look at that. This is historical stuff, guys. Aaron Hicks, 2 for 2. Whoa. Wow. Seen it all now. I've seen it all. Featherstone, way back. Oh, I just read that. I read both of you guys. Way back and Featherstone. I read both of yours. Gunner, how much did you pay Rivas only to release him? Oh, please. Please. Darrelle Revis, I love him. One of the greatest cover corners of all time. Personally, he shut down every top receiver in the league in his era. Every one. Deion Sanders even was like that. Darrelle Revis, I mean, I don't know if there's a better cover corner than himself. Deion Sanders is the greatest cover corner that ever played the game. Not a great tackler. Great cover corner. Man-to-man coverage. That's why when Richard Sherman was always going after and mocking Darrelle Revis that he was better than him, Richard Sherman played mostly in zone coverages. He never played man-up, man coverage on the other team's greatest receiver. Revis shadowed the best receiver on the other team, regardless of who it was, including Randy Moss. Revis, that man moved over to this side of the field. So did he. Revis always covered the other team's number 1 receiver and shut him down. Richard Sherman never did that. Never did that. And Richard Sherman was great, don't get me wrong. But for him to compare himself and say he's better than Revis is laughable. He didn't even play in the same system, and he did not do man coverage. He didn't do straight up one-on-one. He didn't do it. Not often. And Revis did. That's not even a comparison to me. It's ridiculous. But going back to your point, Gunner, the Jets signing Revis back for $15 million when he was beyond his prime. He'd already played for the Bucks, won his ring with that team, and came back over here. I think they paid him $15 million for that season. And Revis refused to move the cornerback. I mean, remove to safety, as I understood it. He got smoked a lot that season. That was really bad. So, yeah, Gunner, good point. Good point. Bond took Brisbane in the gauntlet. Nice. I was tempted, Bond. I was tempted. The one round I don't pick my own team, and Flex was the only one. I don't know if you're in here when we talked about that earlier, Bond. Flex was the only one to take Brisbane over Collingwood. He was the only one. I didn't even take him. I didn't even think twice about it. I took Collingwood. Didn't even think twice about it. Brisbane wins. This is what my Jets do to me. But that helped Flex out a lot. Helped him out a lot. So I was thinking about rolling with him this time. But like I said, I'm going to take one of the weaker teams right now. I'll take the Giants because they're playing the Hawks. I think I'll be all right there. I think I'll be all right. Way back. Hey, baseball fans, I have a question. Can a batsman go out? Hold on. Can a batsman go out caught behind the catcher like cricket caught behind the wicket keeper? I don't know anything about cricket way back, but if you're asking, can a batsman fly out to the catcher? Is that what you're asking? Can he go out caught behind? Yeah. If I understand your question correctly, like Aaron Judge is up right now, and he just got a hit. Well, let's say he flew up in the air and behind him. Is that what you're asking? Like he's at bat, hits it, and it goes behind him, and the catcher catches it. Yeah, that's an out. Now, if it's just a straight-up pitch, he can foul tip out. Yes, he can do that if I understand your question correctly. If not, You can re-explain. I don't know anything about cricket way back, so I can't compare the two. But if I got your question right or understood it correctly, I hope I answered it. King, another cellar dweller accounted for. King is in the basement. King, I'll get to you in 1 second, man. Rizzo's up. We got second and Rizzo! Rizzo, big hit coming around. Aaron Hicks, by the way, now Aaron Hicks is scoring again. He's scored 2 runs in this game and 2 hits. Aaron Hicks, what is going on? That means Aaron Hicks is going to be 0 for 30 in the next 5-6 games. Anthony Rizzo gets another RBI, knocks him in. Boy, the Yankees are making the Indians. I'm still calling them the Indians. The Guardians, they're making them pay. They're making them pay right now for yesterday. So we got first and third right now, 1 out. 1 out with Gleyber Torres up. Gleyber Day. King, back to you. JB to 5,000 subs. 2,000 by opening day of the NHL playoffs. That would be incredible. I'm about 120 or so away from 2,000. Something like that. Maybe less now. I didn't really check it today. But Gleyber right now is up hitting 364 on the season, 2 home runs. Got a golden opportunity to get more runs batted in. 9-2 Yankees. And for those that don't know, this is like the Collingwood of baseball. You either love the Yankees or you hate them. And most people hate them because why? They're 27-time champions. And Red Sox fans and other people try to downplay it. Yes, the Yankees haven't been in the World Series since 2009 when they won and beat the Philadelphia Phillies. It is embarrassing that they haven't been there with some of these teams they have. We haven't even made it to a World Series. But people try to downplay the 27 championships as if, you guys are living in the past. No, we're not. Currently, today's news, right now, today, the Yankees have 27 rings. It's not in the past. It's right now. They haven't been there in a little while, but let's remember the last time the Yankees were in the World Series and then didn't see another one was when? 1981. The Yankees lost to the Los Angeles Dodgers in 6 games. They lost 4 games to 2. They didn't see another World Series till 1996. We've been down this road before. We'll be okay. Now, again, but also in the 80s, you either won the pennant or you were out of it. As Ricky Bobby says, if you ain't first, you're last. Well, that's how 80s baseball was. If you ain't first, you're last. Well, 80s and everything previous. That's how it was. You finished in second place. You were not in the playoffs. That's it. That's it. In your divisions, it's Ricky Bobby's statement. Either you're first. If you ain't first, you're last. And that's how it was back then. So now when people say, this guy broke this guy's record, this guy has the most this in the playoffs. Well, yeah, because there's extra games. Those guys way back then didn't play in these extra games. They didn't get these extra games and innings and series. You had the pennant, then the World Series, and that's it. Come on, Calhoun. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Got a big hit earlier. King, I read 1 sentence into your stuff. I'm still reading it. Sorry, man. King, you're a regular. You know how I do. So is it just hockey heaven in the New Jersey, New York area, or are the Islanders and Devils the last teams you cheer for? Go Leafs, go. Never, ever, 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 ever do I cheer for the Islanders, King. Ever. And I mean, I'll go for the Bruins. You know I don't go for any Boston teams. I'll go for the Bruins and not think twice over them. I will never, ever, ever go for the Islanders. Now, the Devils a big rivalry with the Rangers. It is a huge rivalry, but I don't hate the Devils. I never had a hatred for the Devils because for a long time they really weren't anything to worry about. Then they had the greatest goalie, arguably, because people like to argue it, Martin Brodeur. They had some teams back then. Scott Stevens, hold on, Claude Lemieux. They had some players back then. They were just a rough, tough team. Scott Stevens was a bit of a dirty player. It was allowed back then. He led with his shoulder a lot and hit you right here. A matter of fact, you guys have seen Eric Lindros. Eric Lindros was the bully of the league. He was part of the what's going on? Hold on. 10-2 Yankees right now. Hold on. Okay. Oh, good play. Good play by Jose Ramirez. Steals away what looked to be a single. Eric Lindros was part of a front line called the Legion of Doom. They were the Legion of Doom on the Philadelphia Flyers. It was Eric Lindros, John LeClair and Mike Renberg. That was your Legion of Doom. This Philadelphia Flyers team was supposed to win it all. It's supposed to be dominant. Eric Lindros was the bully of the league until Scott Stevens shattered his jaw like a chandelier. Like, here comes Lindros looking down at the puck, ready to make a play. Scott Stevens with the shoulder, bam, hit him right here and knocked him silly. It actually started a series of concussions for Lindros, who was, he's a Hall of Famer. He never won a ring. That Legion of Doom line was supposed to dominate, and they didn't. Things can look on player. All three of those guys were superstars in that time. So the Devils, I always respected. It sounds funny because they kind of were a little bit of a dirty team, but I always respected the fight that they gave the Rangers during those times. And we had the most famous victory against them in 1994 when Mark Messier guaranteed we were down 3-2, 3-2. The winner is 4 games. You got to win 4 games in the playoffs. We were down 3-2, and Mark Messier guaranteed that the Rangers would win the next 2, go on and win the whole thing, the Stanley Cup, which we did when we beat Vancouver that year. Mark Messier guaranteed it, and then went out and got a hat trick in the elimination game, which is 3 goals in 1 game. 3 goals in 1 game. So I hope I answered that, King. Look at that, King. You got me up on the soapbox talking about the playoffs, old-time Ranger games, old-time Devils. Man, you even had me bring up the Legion of Doom. You guys know how I do in here. I can go off on tangents with other sports. Good stuff, though, King. I don't mind the Devils. I think you know how I feel about the Islanders. And Rick the Ninja, if you're in here, he already knows, too. He's an Islander fan. But it's okay. Rick the Ninja's OG. He can be in here. Way back. So that means you can't pick Brisbane next? I think once you pick a team, that's it. As far as I understand, what do I know? I'm brand new in footy. So Garrett Cole, bottom of the 6th inning, got an 8-run lead. We got 10-2, absolutely hammering Cleveland. Cleveland's a good team, by the way, for those that don't know. Cleveland's a good team. Jose Ramirez is up for Cleveland right now. He's a really good player. Really good player. So Cole's got 80 pitches right now, bottom of the 6th inning. He's cruising. He's got such a cushion with 8 runs. Bond, McKay for Carlton got off the tribunal. They graded as a low-level contact. Yeah, I think Cullen brought that up earlier, Bond. That's right. We found out he only got fined so he could still play. That's crazy. That's crazy. He was guilty all the way. But what do I know? I'm only a few months into this thing. King, would you support the Devils and Islanders? If somehow the Rangers bow out, here in Canada, if any Canadian team makes it to the Stanley Cup Finals, they tend to have support for most of the country. And I definitely understand that. So going on that New York level, B. Ramirez just got a hit. Single into the outfield. Aaron Judge throwing it in. Jose Ramirez at first base for Cleveland. They have nobody out at the moment. Where are we at? King, I'll answer that question. The Buffalo Sabres make the playoffs, I'll go for them. If Buffalo doesn't make the playoffs, I'll go for the Devils. I'll go for the Devils. Absolutely. I will definitely go for the Devils. I will never go for the Islanders. Ever. So I think I've said that 1,000 times in here. But yeah, if that's who's left, and I hear you, because the Canadian teams, you would support it. And that's kind of funny because Montreal and Toronto have a huge, huge rivalry. Huge. What year was it? It wasn't even that long ago that all 7 Canadian teams didn't make the playoffs. That was like unreal. Edmonton, Ottawa. Well, Ottawa, you really wouldn't expect sometimes. But anyway, Edmonton, Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver. Wow. I'm missing somebody. Edmonton. How could I forget about them? How could I forget about the Oilers? Yeah, that's crazy. But I hear you, King. In Toronto, you guys are lining up to play the Lightning, aren't you? Good luck. What? Right back up the middle, Cabrera. Double play ball. We get it. Double play ball. Ramirez out at second. Bell out at first. Oh, Bell's coming up. Excuse me. Brent out at first. Yankees cleared the bases, so we got 2 outs now, nobody on for Cleveland. This is good. Cole is cruising, our pitcher. For those that don't know, King's team is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Great players on this team. And by the way, King, great moves by them picking up Matt Murray and Samsonov for the goalies. They really took a chance there, and it's been working out. You guys, I think, are drawing the Lightning, King. The Lightning, for those that don't know, went to 3 straight Stanley Cup Finals up to this past season. They won 2 out of the last 3. They lost this past season to Colorado Avalanche. The Lightning are no team to sleep on. They're very experienced. I think you guys have the Lightning in the first round, man. That's a tall order. You guys haven't won a playoff series since 2004. I don't have to remind you of that, and I'm not even making fun of your team. I'm saying it's a tall order to come in and get them right off the bat. It's a tall order. Lightning are no pushovers. I don't think they'll win I don't think they'll make the finals, which will be the first time in 3 years, the Stanley Cup. But, man, that's a tall order, man. Can't count the Lightning out. Just can't count them out. Yeah, Bond took Brisbane. Right, you can't take him again. Right, I took the Giants, and I don't care if I can't take him again. I just need him to beat the Hawks this week. Right, you can't take him again. Way back. It's harder than it seems. And this is a tough round coming up. These weren't easy picks this week. This wasn't easy picks this week. For the gauntlet, this is not easy. That had to have been done on purpose. So, Bruin, that's good, Henry. What did Henry say? Oh, yeah, Charlie, you guys are just talking to each other. Boondy, sacrifice fly. Yes, sir. Sacrifice fly. Let me catch up on some of these right now since the Yankees are crushing Cleveland at the moment. 10-2 going into the seventh inning. 10-2. Bond, at some point in the gauntlet, you might have to take Hawthorne. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's see. Boondy, have you heard of Supercoach AFL Fantasy Football? I have not. Should start a league next year. Yeah, I wouldn't even know enough right now to even dare start a league on fantasy football for AFL. But that's interesting, Boondy. I should be well-versed. I'll be well-versed at the start of next season. Wow, I'll be well-versed. I'm learning a lot, but I have so much more to learn. So much more to learn. Flex, another cellar dweller in the basement. Another Aussie accounted for. Flex in the base. What's going on, Flex? Good to see you in here, brother. Bruin, we're in bizarro world right now. Right, Bruin. You got it, brother. Where am I at? Cullen. Unhexable. Welcome into the basement, Unhex. Subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button. Keep this basement rolling. Welcome into the basement. What do you got? One day I was talking with my friend about sports and fish. I got so confused that I mixed up my fish guys with my sports guys. Wow. Oh, you're deep into two things, man. It can happen. Oswaldo Cabrera leading off the top of the seventh inning. 10-2 Yankees. 10-2. This is a time where when a team's getting blown out like this, if Cleveland doesn't do much in the bottom, this is where you let your pitcher on the mound. Just let him stay out there. You don't want to waste the arms in the bullpen if you're getting destroyed like this. This is when you try out pitchers that you normally wouldn't put in like a high pressure, like a one-run game late in the game. The type of pitchers that you want to try out for you if you're losing by 8 runs like this. This is when you try out a pitcher. Like, hey, go out there and see what you can do. Let's see what the kid's got. That kind of stuff. Gunner, Hicks gets a hit. First baseman, so how does it feel? Hicks not sure. Didn't think I'd get this far. Right. You see the first baseman on Cleveland was talking to Hicks like, you got 2 hits today? Same game? He's going to go 0 for 30 after this. I'm not wishing it on him. I just can't believe I saw I wrote it down. We all witnessed it. Cabrera. I hit it right back to the pitcher. 1 out. Talking about Michael Jordan, I started talking about Michael Jordan instead of talking about Tom Brady, Tom Caff. Okay. Second place at first loser. Yeah. If you ain't first, you're last. That's the old talk there. Gunner, you might like that one, Bruin. What did Gunner say? Yeah, Gunner was funny. That was a good one. Hicks get a hit. First baseman, so how does it feel? Not sure. I didn't think I'd get this far. That is awesome. And it's a true story. Nathan, another cellar dweller accounted for. Nathan in the basement. What's up, Nathan? Hey, Johnny, how are you? The Twins lost yesterday, and since the Guardians won, we're half a game back. Look at that, Nathan. Yesterday, you weren't sure if you were going to go for the Yankees, and now you are. They are crushing Cleveland for you. Guys that don't know, Nathan is a Minnesota Twins fan. The Cleveland Guardians play in his division. They're, like you said, a half a game back. Cleveland is their nemesis. The Yankees, Nathan doesn't like the Yankees because as a Minnesota Twins fan, The Twins always seem to draw the Yankees into playoffs. Like we were saying earlier, the Yankees have a problem against like the Houston Astros. The Twins cannot beat the Yankees in the playoffs. It just doesn't matter what year, who's on the team. For whatever reason, the Twins never beat the Yankees in the playoffs. That's why Nathan doesn't like them, and I don't blame him. But right now, he needs Cleveland to lose, so Nathan is forced to go for the Yankees. That's right, Nathan. Welcome in, buddy. King, JB, explain to the cricket fan how a strike half ball tip caught is a strike, not an out. A foul tip would be an out in cricket. Cricket off-field officials use microphones to listen for a tip. Wow, I didn't even know that, King. King, I don't know anything about cricket. Nothing. Where's Manav at this time? You know what's funny? Manav always looks for people. Well, the guys Bond and way back, they know Manav. OG Manav is a big cricket fan. But when cricket sometimes when cricket talk starts really going in here, that's like the night Manav isn't in here. Manav would be in heaven right now with everybody talking about cricket. I'm not kidding you. Manav would be in heaven talking about cricket. Tom Lynch of Richmond got off. What? Tom Lynch got off? Did he really? Wow, I can't believe that. How did Lynch get off? I can't believe it after what he did on the hit out there. That's crazy. That's crazy that he got let off. I didn't see that coming either. Gunner, this current line is great, though. Tage Thompson, what a breakout season for him. We've been over it. Tush and Skinner. Gunner, man, you should be so happy. Your team is in it at the end of the season, man. You got to be thrilled. Like you said, even if you make the playoffs and get swept, hey, you made it. You know next season's going to be even better. King B, to get in the Lightning sucks. King, you know who my second team in hockey is? They are my second team in hockey, King. And they've been that way since we lived in Tampa. We lived in Tampa for a while when the Lightning were not good, King. I think you've heard the story from me before. When they were not good. Stamkos had just come to the team. Hedman had just come to the team. Their goalies were Mike Smith, Nitamaki, Dan Ellis. Paul Ranger, you recognize that name? He was on the team. I mean, there were some players you never heard of. Konopka and Steve Downey were like the enforcers of the team back then. They weren't really that good. And Guy Boucher was the coach. So, but I like goalies. I love great goalies. And Andre Vasilevsky is a modern legend, man. The guy's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Andre Vasilevsky, up until the start of this season, was the winningest goalie in the past 5 years. So, King, I really wish you the best with Toronto, man. It's so frustrating. Again, the Lightning sucks. I hope they're exhausted. Rangers blew away my 100-point prediction. Unbelievable regular season for both the Rangers. Oh, man. Unbelievable seasons. I want a Rangers-Bruins matchup. Man. Tarasenko was huge, and he won a cup with the in 2019 with St. Louis Blues. I almost called them the Stanley Cup Blues, which would have been correct, but I'm just saying the St. Louis Blues. They won that cup in 2019. So the Yankees right now got 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Cleveland has 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. And some really bad pitching there. Our starting pitcher, Hunter, 3 innings, 8 runs he gave up. 3 innings, and he gave up 8 runs. That is a bad day for a pitcher. Really bad day. Bruin, if the case, where am I at? TML, Bruin, Maple Leafs playing the Lightning first round. Yeah, it looks that way. Looks that rate. Bruin, Toronto Maple. Oh, Nathan, sorry, man. You were asking TML. Yeah, that's Toronto Maple Leafs. That's King's team, Toronto Maple Leafs. Again, they took a huge chance on Matt Murray, who won cups with the Penguins. Then he played for the Ottawa Senators for a little bit. Samsonov was like a cast-off. He was a huge draft pick and expected to be great as a goalie, and he's the backup. You know, the Leafs for a little while there was having a hard time finding goalies. So they took a chance on these guys, and it's paying off. Let's see what happens. I feel for you, King. I get you, brother. Garrett Cole's still on the mound. He's got 93 pitches, bottom of the 7th inning, 10-2 lead. After this inning here, They should really take Cole out of the game. Don't risk him getting injured. Back in my day, complete games were the norm. You wanted complete games out of your starting pitchers. Gunner, I don't know who to pick. Tampa is very overrated. Overrated? But Toronto doesn't know how to win a playoff series. Overrated? How is Tampa? Gunner, guys, you got to give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Gunner, we're going to talk about it. I want you to. Overrated? Gunner. Tampa overrated? We're going to get to that when I come back. Give me 2 minutes. Yeah, I want to watch the Lakers with you, brother. All right, guys. Aaron Hicks, can he get another hit? Can he get another hit? It's 2-1 on him right now. 2-1, 2-1. Aaron Hicks going for 3 hits in one game. This is must-see TV. This should be on pay-per-view right now. Aaron Hicks is 2 for 3 right now. 3 at bats. He's got 2 hits. Can he go 3 for 4? Nope, he didn't. But we can't rip on Aaron today. I hope this is the start. Honestly, guys, I hope this is the start of a good year for him this year. If we're going to have him, I hope he has a good year this year then. 2 for 3 today. 2 for 4 today. I won't rip on him. Bond, talk about cricket and Magic Manab will appear. Did he show up? Yeah, right. That's true. Manab is usually here every time I stream, so it's kind of funny that he's not here and cricket is really rolling right now. It's kind of funny he's not here. Oh, yeah. Gunner, how is Tampa overrated? They've been to the Stanley Cup 3 years in a row. On top of when they lost to the Chicago Blackhawks in around 2015, around there, right? 2015. Then they went and we've been over this. I'm not going to go over the whole thing. After they got swept as the number 1 seed, first round of the playoffs, gets swept by the 8th seed, the team that barely made the playoffs. Then they won the championship again, made the finals a 3rd time. Come on, man. Stamkos, Kucherov, Braden Point, Killorn, Hedman, Vasilevsky. Gunner, I'm going to have to disagree with you on they're overrated. I have to disagree, man. I don't think they're going to win the whole thing this year, but they're definitely no pushover. Nobody wants to see them. They've been battle tested for a long time. They've seen the ups and the downs. I don't know, Gunner. I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one, buddy. Bond, I played cricket for our local team for 20 years. I'm thinking about coming out of retirement next season. I really miss playing. Man, Bond. That's awesome, man. You might have Manav first, front row seats, Bond. Front row seats from Manav. That's cool, man. Come on out, get out and play. We only got one life, man. If you can still do it, man, get out there. Trey, another cellar dweller accounted for. Trey is in the basement. What's up, Trey? Madden's son is on the USA development team. Is he really? Wow. That's huge. Were you already in here, Trey? Did I miss something from you earlier? If I did, brother, I'm sorry, man. Sorry if I missed something if you said it earlier. I missed a few comments, I think. Aaron Judge is up. It's 2 outs, top of the 8th. This game is pretty much done. I can't believe it. This game will probably be over by 8:30 or 8:40 again, Bruin. Gunner, I'm not big on the Lightning. I don't think they're that great of a team this year. They're not bad, but I don't think they're that great. Well, that's true, but overrated? You're talking about a playoff battle team, and I see a comment there, Bruin, that you agree with Gunner. Now, if you want to ask me do I think they're a great team this year? No, but they're an incredible playoff team. Guys, playoffs is a different animal. We have been over this a million times. A million times. LA Kings in 2012, 8th seed, went all the way and won the finals, won the Stanley Cup. We've been over. I'm not going to go over it all over again. The regular season record-setting teams didn't win a championship. How could that happen? Guys, I'm not sleeping on the Lightning. They're not going to go to the Cup, but I ain't sleeping on them. Can't sleep on them. I don't care what they did during the regular season. You can't sleep on them. Look at the Phillies. Look at the Philadelphia Phillies. They didn't win the whole thing, but man, look what they did. They didn't have that great of a regular season. What happened in the playoffs? They went to the World Series. Just saying. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see. If I'm wrong, you guys can jump all over me if I'm wrong. But look at King. He doesn't like drawing the Lightning. King's a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. He don't like drawing them. We'll see, man. We will see. Nathan. Buxton hits a home run, his 100th of his career. Yes. Byron Buxton is a great player, man. On the Twins, Byron Buxton's a great player, man. That dude can play, man. I like him, man. That's good. Congratulations to him, Nathan. That's awesome. Bruin, they've definitely been mediocre on the road. That's for sure. They have. I'm not defending the Lightning season this year. I'm just saying watch out in the playoffs. So I'll agree with you guys on their season, but calling them overrated, they're getting that respect. Why? They've been to 3 Stanley Cups in a row. They earned that respect. They've earned it. So I don't call that overrated. They've earned it. Because that's kind of like until someone beats them and knocks them out of the playoffs before the Stanley Cup, they've earned the respect. Mr. Marine, Basement Warrior, in the basement, OG accounted for. Soldiers of the Basement, how is Tuesday treating us so far? 10-2 Yankees, Mr. Marine. 10-2 Yankees. All pumped up. And most importantly, we're getting pumped up for the New York Knicks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, Mr. Marine. Even more importantly for you, big-time Ranger fan, Rangers coming up. It looks like we're going to be playing the Devils, Mr. Marine. So great to have you in here. Always a blessing. I hope you're having a good day today. Today's got to be even better than it was for you yesterday, Mr. Marine. How you feeling today? Featherstone, Mr. Marine, how you doing? Bond, Mr. Marine, good day, mate. Bruin, everybody's saying what's up to Mr. Marine, our basement warrior. Trey, no way. That was my first comment. I just got home from the airport. Okay. I feel badly when I listen, guys. You guys know I try to read every single comment. Sometimes I overlook them. Just the way you came in, Trey, it sounded like you had said something earlier. So I was like, oh, man, I didn't mean to skip over you. But it happens. Why? Because we're in the basement. That's why. Mr. Marine replying to Featherstone. You're home now almost 2 weeks. That's right. You had a great porterhouse steak. Going right in on the steak. That is awesome, Mr. Marine. Great to hear it. I'm sure it's not as good as the hospital food was, though. It's got to taste even better, Mr. Marine. It's got to taste even better. Everybody loves a great steak. Everybody. I mean, bottom of the 8th inning, Yankees up 10-2. Unless something changes, Cleveland's down to their last 6 outs. 3 in the 8th and 3 more in the 9th. They're down to their last 6 outs. Miracles have happened. That's why you never walk away from a game. I've seen it. We've all seen it time and time again. Believe it or not, 10-2 is 99% you're going to win that game. But it's that one time, and I don't want to jinx it. Nathan. Pirates. Wow, you don't hear that team in here very often. The Pirates. 4-2 over the Astros. Yes, anybody that beats the Astros is a great thing. The Pirates are like, that's a team like you want to see start winning and doing something, you know? I mean, they've been bad for so long. And people forget that Barry Bonds was on that team, Bobby Bonilla. Like, they had a really good team. Actually, Barry Bonds made Bobby Bonilla's career because Bobby Bonilla batted it right in front of Barry Bonds. No pitcher wanted to face Barry Bonds. So Bonilla always got stuff to hit, hoping that he would get the last out so you wouldn't have to face Bonds with runners on base. Gunner, 1-2. Buffalo scored. All right, man, 2-1. You're getting in there. Come on, go Buffalo. Go Buffalo. Gunner, not out of this game yet. Let's go tie things up. Gunner, what period is it? Bruin, you sure, Johnny? We'll make sure you'll never hear the end of it if the Lightning lose. Now, listen, I didn't say they were going to win the Stanley Cup. I didn't say that. I'm saying there are no pushovers. They're not going to – how about this? They're not going to lose in the first round. They might even make it to the championship game. Do I want to go that far? Right now, we won't. Right now, I'll say they won't lose in the first round. Let's go. Let's start there. We're going to do it round by round. I want to see the matchups that the Lightning get. Now, I'll say they're going to win the first round series. And you guys can have at it because I'll have it. I will do the same to you. I will do the same to you guys. I'll do the same. You know how we do it in here, man. So we're on it, man. They're not going to lose in the first round. You guys think the Maple Leafs are beating the Lightning in the first round? Gunner, Bruin, Leafs, Lightning. Who's winning that series? I say the Lightning take that series in 6. 6 games, the Lightning beat the Leafs in 6 games. Sorry, King. I don't have anything against your team. If Toronto beats them, keep it moving. Keep it moving with Toronto if they beat them. Finally, I'll be happy for you, King. I'll be happy for you if they do beat the Lightning. But that's what I'm doing. Gunner and Bruin, give it to me. First round. What do you got? I'm saying Tampa in 6. Let me know. I'll see you down in the thing. Mr. Marine, go get him. That's right. Raleigh, Marines of the basement, brother. That's right. Raleigh, another former United States Marine, along with Mr. Marine. 2 servicemen served this country, sacrificed for us, man. I was never in the service. I respect the hell out of both of you guys for everything that you've done for this country. Both of you guys. So Raleigh and Mr. Marine. LeMahieu got him. All representing the basement from the service. Awesome. Bond, Mr. Marine in Australia. We sometimes say, how are you traveling instead of saying, how are you? Awesome. Wow, I didn't even know that. Another Aussie word for me, statement for me to learn. Cullen saying what's up to Mr. Marine as well. Bruin, who doesn't like a good steak? Right, who doesn't like that? Nathan, everybody does. Johnny, hospital food almost killed me. So much vegetables in almost 5 weeks. Don't get me wrong. Love vegetables. We're right. Not every day. Not every day. Right. It's like, all right, I'll have some, but I mean, let's take it easy here. Yeah, I get you. Hospital food. Oh, you survive a quadruple bypass and come out and have to eat vegetables. Fun times, huh? Right. Enjoy that steak, which I know it probably tasted better than you've ever had it before. Currently second period. Thanks, Gunner. Bruin, I know Johnny just losing for the most part. Just Josh. I know you guys are. That's what we do in here. That's what we do. That's what I'm trying to get Bulldog to understand. Bulldog's not in with us tonight. Bulldog was in yesterday. He has a channel. I like to help him build that channel and always back up what he's saying. Remember when he went back and forth with Gardini? Bulldog's getting better and better at what he talks about. And better at, if you're going to bring something in here to the table in the basement, you better back it up. And we know how we all do in here. We all back it up. If we don't know, then you don't know. Trouba, and where is Trouba, by the way? I haven't seen Trouba Trouba's golfing. Trouba's another one, pops in for a while, then we don't see him for a few games. And then, well, in fairness, I've been off for a week and a half. So really, this is my second game back. So, Gunner, I think Tampa wins, but then loses the next round. Well, when they win, we'll see who they're playing in the next round. Then we'll really get in the nitty-gritty there. We'll really get into it. Cleveland got a hit with 2 outs. They have the man on first. Does anybody even care anymore? But I'm going to tell you anyway. Cleveland has a man on first. It's 10-2 Yankees. But again, I mean, it would be really pathetic if the Yankees blew this game. Oh, let's not even talk it. Mr. Marine, Raleigh, Semper Fi, brother. Few the proud and the Marines holding down the basement security. That's right. Holding up basement security. Raleigh and Mr. Marine, basement security. Love it. I love that statement. That's right. Semper Fi. Semper Fi with you and Raleigh, man. That is awesome, brother. Awesome. Bruin, Leafs in 7. Leafs in 7. Wow. All right, Bruin, going with the Leafs. Going with the Leafs. I'm going to call up Frank. You guys know Frank, my good friend from the Sports Cave, Deptford Mall, New Jersey. Sports Cave, Deptford Mall, New Jersey. You guys know my good friend Frank. I'm going to try to get together with him. I'm going to give him a call. And by the way, you guys can look up his website, the Sports Cave. He told me he's also on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, but he told me he's on Facebook. The Sports Cave. Look that up in Deptford, New Jersey. Deptford Mall, New Jersey. Deptford Mall, Deptford, New Jersey. That's where he's at. He's got some great stuff in there. Memorabilia, jerseys, cards, T-shirt. He got it all. Frank's got it all. Anyway, let's see if we can get some gift cards going for the playoffs and see what we can do with that so we can start having a good times with that as well. And I'm sure it'll help promote his store as well. He's a great dude, guys. Really good dude. So there he is. Look him up. He says you can find him on Facebook also. The phone number that you see on the website does work. That's his store number. Give him a call. Tell him Johnny Basement told you to call. Tell him he recognizes most of your names in here. You know he pops in here, so he knows a lot of your names already. And Gunner, I think, already did. Gunner, didn't you get something from Frank? Was it you, Gunner? One of you guys got something from Frank. I thought it was you, Gunner. And let me know. All right, here we go. Leafs in 7. Gunner, Toronto doesn't know how to win a playoff series. Gunner, this is my favorite NHL joke. Now, let's give Toronto some – they got Matt Murray, who has won a championship. And I know people say, well, he had Crosby, Letang, he had Malkin and guys. I get it. But he still won a ring. So Matt Murray does know how to play goal. He has been in pressure situations before. So that is something to think about for the Maple Leafs. Still is something to think about. Matt Murray has the experience. So the Maple Leafs could make a run here. Could make a run. They could make a run. I'm calling Lightning in 6, but you can't. This is not the same old Maple Leafs. It's not the same old Maple Leafs. They do have an experienced goalie that does have a ring. So let's see what happens with that. Trey, Lightning. Oh, man. Trey, you're calling for a sweep. Calling for, boy, I hope King is still in here. King's a Maple Leafs fan. I hope he's still around. I hope King is still around. I'm getting down these. Two Tails, another cellar dweller accounted for. Two Tails in the basement. What kind of a name is a Leaf for a professional sports team? Oh, it gets worse over here. We have the Anaheim Ducks. Ducks, like the movie Mighty Ducks. Yes, there is a professional hockey team with real men playing on the team called the Ducks. We have the Pelicans. That's another one that's pretty bad. Pelicans and Ducks. Weird names for professional teams. And Maple Leafs is it's an old classic Toronto. They're one of the oldest teams, and they've always been the Maple Leafs, always. But yes, it's a true story. There is a professional men's team called the Ducks and the Pelicans and the Commanders. Commanders does not sound like a profession. And the Guardians. I mean, these aren't professional named teams, man. Guardians. I don't know. But the Ducks and the Pelicans, I think, are pretty bad also. Trey, why isn't the Maple Leafs? Maple Leafs make no sense. Why isn't it the Maple Leaves? Oh, Trey, I see the way you spelled that. Maple Leaves. Wow. Boy, King, are you? Oh, I see King at the bottom. I knew you had to. King is a Leafs fan. Let me cut down to him. The Maple Leaf is kind of their thing. Featherstone, how are you traveling? How are they hanging? All mean good afternoon. How are you? Awesome. Oh, Torres got a – oh, boy, the Yankees are trying to add on more runs in the top of the ninth inning. We're in the last inning, guys. The Yankees have first and third, nobody out. We're already winning 10-2, and the Yankees are trying to pile on more runs. We meet again tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon, I think. I'm not doing that game, guys. I'm not doing tomorrow's game. I got too much stuff to do tomorrow. It's a 1 in the afternoon game. I'm not doing that. But I just want to let you know that'll be game 3 of this series. And Cleveland might really have something to say tomorrow. They're getting pounded right now. And the Yankees are looking for more runs. When Cleveland comes up to bat, they're down to their last 3 outs. And right now, they're already down by 8 runs. And the Yankees have 2 men on base and nobody out. Willie Calhoun is up right now. So let's see what you got down here. King. Oh, there you are, King. Let's go. What do you got for us, King? Leafs are as talented as any team in the league. I agree with that. But they have a mental block prone to choking. I agree with that. The Lightning represent the most daunting mental challenge of any team to face in the first round. Thank you. Thank you for what I said. That's why I say they're not overrated. I agree with Gunnar and Bruin on their season wasn't that spectacular. It's a playoff time now. Different animal. Different animal. I agree with them about the season. The overrated part, can't agree with that. Different animal. They get the respect for what they did. Cleveland pulls a double play, but the Yankees add on 1 more run, so now they're up by 9 runs. 11-2 Yankees. So Cleveland's going to have to come up in the bottom of the 9th and find out how they can score 9 runs just to tie the game. I mean, that better not happen. King, Tampa's a good bet, JB. Play the games. You got it right. That's why they play the game, right? That's why they play the game. The old statement, the old phrase, that's why they play the game. King, Tampa's a good bet. Let's play the games and see, right? Still got to play the game. Remember, Kansas City Chiefs, I know they won the Super Bowl this year. Just showing examples. Remember the year before against the Bengals? The year the Rams won the Super Bowl? Whoa, the Kansas City was at home and up 21-0 at halftime and lost. That's why they play the game. We'll see. Any given Sunday, that's a football term, I know, but we can use it for now. You guys know what I mean. Let's see. It's a good bet, but let's play the games and see. King, be honest. If you had to bet money, I know you're a Leafs fan, but if you had to bet money, would you bet on the Leafs or would you bet on the Lightning? You being a Leafs fan and being a Canadian, would you go with your heart because it's your team or would you go with your wallet? What would you go with, King? Please tell us. Be honest. If you had to bet money, and I mean money, like let's say $500. Let's say you bet you had to put 500 down. Who would you put it on in that series, King? I'm interested. Tell me. Colin, Facebook is for old people like me. I know a lot of people on Facebook. I've never been on it. Guys, I just got Twitter and IG. I've never been on social media. It was never my thing. So that's why I tell people, if you message me on IG or Twitter and they're like, wow, Johnny never gets to this stuff. Sometimes I'm not even on it. I forget I have it sometimes. I haven't even had it that long. I think I got Twitter in December and IG probably around the same time. I'm not used to having it. That's why most of the time I forget I even have it. So I apologize for not getting to things right away. It's usually because I'm not thinking about it. I'll get in better habits of it. I'm really sorry, guys. You guys know I don't tell you stories in here. It is what it is. I mean, I'll get on there and check things out. Sometimes I'm right on it, and other times it'll go days and I'm not on it. So that's where we're at with that. Trey, if the Leafs make it past the first round, the fans will act like they won the Stanley Cup. Hey, listen, Trey, as a Jets fan, if the Jets make the playoffs after 12 years of missing it, I'm going to act like we won the whole thing. It's been too long. I know, hey, listen. It's a milestone. It's been 20 years since the Leafs have won a playoff game in the first round, a playoff series. So, Bruin, yes, that's correct. Deptford is South Jersey. Yes, it's close to Philly. South Jersey, yep. So Deptford Mall, look it up. He's on Facebook. Frank said you can find him right on Facebook, and you can go to the website. The phone number on there is his number. I don't have it in front of me. It's the only reason I'm not posting it. Frank said I could post that number for the store. So 3-1 Devils. All right, Gunnar. Third. It's got to be third period now. Bonham on Facebook and YouTube. I don't do any other social media. I'm just getting used to using it myself. So, and I don't even know what I'm doing with it, but I know having a channel, people like, oh, you got to have, Twitter and IG. You got to make yourself a little more accessible. And the Discord, Flex, and everybody helped me with the Discord. My son and Kenny, who Gunnar met, helped me set this Discord thing up as well. So I'm just getting used to all this stuff, guys. So bear with me on it. Sometimes I'm really on top of it, and then I'll forget about it for 3 or 4 days. So it's never anything personal. You guys, I'm transparent. I tell you guys everything when it comes to me and social media. I'm still wondering what happened to the rotary phone. So give me a break. I'm not that bad. I'm just being a little sarcastic there. Featherstone, the Ducks and the Pelicans. Yeah, the Ducks are a hockey team, and the Pelicans are a basketball team, professional. Yes. May as well be the Pigeons or the Canaries, right? They'll put the fear on the opposition. It's true. These are true names. The New Orleans Pelicans, look them up. They're a basketball team. And the Anaheim Ducks are a real hockey team taken after the Mighty Ducks movie. I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, yeah, Featherstone, I'm the same way. I'm on it, and then I'll look at things. People tell me they have stuff, and I always tell people, I'm so sorry. Because I'll go in the DMs or IG, and the people have stuff sitting there for like 4 or 5. Bruin knows. Bruin will leave me stuff, and I'll see it right away. And Bruin knows it'll take me 5 or 6 days to see other stuff. He sends me a lot of stuff. Flex sends me a lot of stuff, and he knows, too, that it takes me a minute. And sometimes I'm right on it. If I catch it right away, boom. And other times I forget I have it. So that's where we're at with that. Nathan. Oh, good. You're up 3-2. And the Yankees, well, they already have one out. Josh Bell is coming up, who's not having a good start to his season. I'm pretty safe to say with 2 outs to go, Cleveland's not going to score 9 runs. Now, like the Yankees last night, Cleveland gets 2 runs in the first inning and did nothing the rest of the game. The Yankees got 2 runs in the first inning yesterday and did nothing the rest of the game. King, Maple Leafs is actually grammatically correct. The team name Maple Leafs dates back to World War I, where a majority of Canadian military regiments wore a maple leaf badge on their shoulder. That there's always some big time stuff behind the name. That's huge, man. That's huge, King. Bond, Val, the Cassowaries would be a scary name for it. You just combine both of them, man. The good one, Bond. I like that. Nathan. Saying to Trey, technically they will finally have made it and can achieve more. Oh, Josh Bell got a hit. So Cleveland is holding on. He got a double. Josh Bell got a double. They have 1 out and a man on second. They have 2 outs to go before the game is over. King, all the money on the Leafs. Then I take the winnings to fly to New York to watch them beat the Rangers. Boom! Boom, boom, boom. King coming in strong. King coming in strong. I love it. King coming in strong. King coming in with the hammer. Not only are we going to beat the Lightning, and my money would go there, Johnny, but we're going to take your Rangers out too while we're steamrolling through. Love it, King. I love it. Oh, King, man, the Maple Leafs end up playing the Rangers, man. We're going to have fun in here. We're going to have a lot of fun in here. Brewing right now, though, King, as a fan of the Maple Leafs, you have a lot of pressure on you as a fan, so you don't have to hear it from everybody, oh, you lost again. But Bruin has the biggest thing because his team dominated this entire season. So as a fan, Bruin needs his team to win the whole thing or he's going to hear it from everybody. What happened? The regular season means nothing. Look at the Patriot fans that were 18-0. They never talk about that 18-1 season. Never talk about it. Why? Ask a Patriot fan. You guys are 18-1. You never talk about it. Why? Can you imagine being 18-0 and you can't even talk smack about being undefeated in the regular season because you lost in the Super Bowl? And they lost to the New York team, which made it even worse. They lost to the Giants, made it even worse. And that's when Boston's very big. New England, they're very big on saying, hey, you guys are Jersey. You're not New York. Because the Yankees have owned the Red Sox forever. They don't need anybody else. But they have the Celtics. They've owned the Knicks and everybody else. They got a team there that's dominated. And not for nothing, the Bruins have 7 championships? The Islanders and the Rangers combined have 8. So think about that. 2 New York teams have 8 finals combined, and the Bruins have 7. Brennan flying out to Aaron Judge. Oh, not Aaron Judge. They have IKF out in center field. IKF was moved to center field. And why not? We're up by 9 runs. Take your star players out. Take them out. There's no reason to getting them injured. Bruin, not to mention Maple Leafs sounds better and actually rolls off the tongue. Maple Leafs, yeah, they've legendary history. Maple Leafs have a legendary history. Trey, the Rangers had 1940 on their back for 54 years. Trust and believe. I know. I'm just poking fun. The Leafs do have the longest Stanley Cup drought ever, though. Do you know how long we heard about that at Island? You went to an Islander Ranger game. All you heard was 1940, 1940, because the Islanders had a pocket of time where they dominated the league. They won 4 Stanley Cups in a row. They did in the early 80s. They won 4 Stanley Cups in a row. The Rangers never did that. So they had the most recent victory then until we won in 94. That all ended in 94. Well, the Yankees win 11-2. 11-2. Cleveland plays the Yankees again tomorrow. Cleveland won game 1 in the series. We won game 2. Game 3 is tomorrow at 1:10. 1:10 in the afternoon. I will not be doing that game, just to let you guys know. We're getting ramped up for the Knicks Cavaliers. I believe they start on Saturday. Watching LeBron and the Lakers tonight. Bruin, here we are again. 8:35. 2.5 hours and the game is over. This feels very odd and very strange. Very strange. A normal game, we'd probably be in the 5th inning right now. Is that fair? 2.5 hours, maybe the 6th inning. We still have a ways to go. I'll read through a couple of these guys and then we're out. Where am I at? Oh, Nathan dropping. If only that one team won a Stanley Cup. Nathan coming in with a hammer statement. Way back. Sorry, mate. I'm having internet problems. I didn't get your answer. If a batter. Oh, no, he's not out. Way back. He's not out. No. If it's a foul tip, that's called a foul. If you're talking like the catch is here and the guy hits the ball and it tips off his bat and goes right into the mitt, that's not an out. It's a foul tip. Even with 2 strikes, it's still a foul tip. Now, if he fouls the ball off away from that area, then he's out. But no, in answer to your question, no, that's not an out. It's not an out. It's a foul tip. Thanks for asking that again, way back. I wanted to make sure we were talking about the same thing, which I wasn't as clear in my answer earlier. I don't even know if it was. Anyway, no, he's not out. Good question, though, way back. And it's okay, man. I have internet problems here a lot. Bruin, you can even say Pittsburgh Penguins is kind of silly name, too. It's true, but you know what? Because the Penguins dominated for so long with Jaromir Jagr and Mario Lemieux, Tom Barrasso and net, they had such a great team, man. Such great teams dominated. Then those guys go away, so they have a little bit of a slack era. And then Sidney Crosby and Malkin and those guys. Marc-Andre Fleury comes in, another legendary Hall of Fame goalie. And He was the last goalie picked number 1 overall in the league. Last goalie picked number 1 overall. Marc-Andre Fleury, 3-time champion. So the Penguins, I think, get a pass on their name because of how dominant they were for so long. But to your point, Bruin, it is a little silly, right? Cullen, yeah, I think he's out way back. Yeah, no, he's not out. It's a foul tip. It's a foul tip. It's a foul tip. Goes right off his bat and into the glove. It's a foul tip. In baseball, he's not out. How is it only 8:34, Bruin? I know. It feels weird. I feel like it should be 1 in the morning when I go upstairs. King, I just want to see the Leafs win a cup on a colored. King. To your point, one of my friends who is a New England Patriot fan, when they were winning with Brady, sent me a meme of Super Bowl. You probably will be able to find it. It says Jets Super Bowl party. It's black and white. And it's a family sitting around a TV that has rabbit ears, and it's a 1960s setting all the way. I even had to laugh. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Look at Joe Namath. Joe Namath is still he'll always be a legend with the Jets. But Joe Namath is still the man. How can you not love Joe Namath? He's still the man. But I mean, goodness, even he wants Aaron Rodgers. He's willing to unretire his number 12 so Aaron Rodgers can take it and go over. Guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go eat dinner. Trey, Rangers game tomorrow, even though it's meaningless. Yeah, I'm not doing it, Trey. I'll do the Rangers win the playoffs. So I can't get into a meaningless game. So sorry, man. I won't be doing the Rangers tomorrow night. I'm sorry, man. I can't get into it because it's already done. It's already in. That's why I haven't done the Knicks games either, Trey. I haven't done the Knicks for the same reason. Once my teams are in, that's why I'm doing the Yankees right now. I didn't do the Rangers last night because it's like, I do a couple Yankee games because when the Rangers and Knicks are rolling in the playoffs, I won't be doing a lot of Yankees. Get a big back seat once these playoffs start. But I can't get into the games that much, Trey. So you won't see me for the Rangers tomorrow night. I'm not going to lie to you, brother. You won't see me for it. But you will see me plenty during the playoffs. But I appreciate the support, guys. I really appreciate the support. Colin, we'll catch you next time, no doubt. King, yeah. That was an awesome quote, King. I love it. All right, everybody. All right, Nathan, I'll end it with you. Nathan. I'm not online. I'm not an online gamer, Nathan. I'm not an online gamer, so no, I don't play it. I'm not an online gamer. And even at home, I don't play it. I play a couple of the sports games, like we do NBA 2K and we do baseball, occasionally Madden, but I'm not a big gamer. I was years ago, but the games I played years ago were games you probably weren't alive yet for, right? We had Robotron was my game growing up. A lot of these old school games, not just Pac-Man here. There's a lot of old school games in there too, like Dig Dug and Galaga and things like that. Anyway, guys, on that note, we're going to get out of here. I will see you guys this week. I'll see you guys this week for sure. Look for the community post, and I'll let you guys know the next thing I'm going to do. Probably get another Yankee game in before our playoffs start. And that's it. All the best to you, Gunner, and your Sabres fighting to get in the playoffs. All the best, King, to your Maple Leafs. I will see you guys. Subscribe, bell notice, like button, all that jazz. You guys know the deal. I'm Johnny Basement, and I am out. We'll see you guys later this week.